Yo, it's your boy Marita Boy. I'm back up in the thing, man. Listen. We got Stank Feet Bortlan on the docket today. This joker just turned up in court, y'all. Ooh, I've been waiting on this day right here. Ooh, I've been waiting on this day right here. Stank Feet, the dumbest, the dumbest sidekick in history. Man, listen. Hit that like button on the way in, y'all. Shout out to Dream Dog. Shout out Sophisticated Nunu. Shout out Battalion Bully. Shout out to Chicks 1000, aka Chick 1K. Shout out to Nail Bowens. Shout out Audio Crack 22. That's my guy. Shout out Nephew for Real. Shout out Flyboy Michael 4. Shout out to Unspoken Crime Mysteries or Unspoken Crime Murders. Also, shout out to Trigger Man, Tell 'em TV. God damn me, Texas in the building. If y'all didn't catch it, y'all go check out Trigger Man, Tell 'em TV. I was on this platform last night going over the Mellie case. You know, I'm somewhat of an expert analyst when it comes to the Mellie case, and I just love to go and enlighten people and fill them in on some of the stuff that they may not know about the case, and then that way they have some clarity, and then they can just go ahead on and they know what really is really going on in the case, man. So I was on Trigger Man Tell 'em TV last night, man. I rocks with Trigger Man Tell 'em TV. Y'all go subscribe to Trigger Man Tell 'em TV. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pooh Black. Shout out to Corral. Shout out to what's the lady name, man? It was a lady. It was a lady on there, man. I really enjoy her commentary. Forgive me if I don't remember her name, but I really did. I really did like her points, views, and stuff like that. But man, I had fun over there on Trigger Man, Tell 'em TV, man. I really do, man. I think I'm gonna go over there every chance I get. You know what I mean? Just to rock with it, man. You know what I mean? And Trigger be coming over here, rocking with me too, man. So real recognized, real all over the globe, man. And it's an honor. It was an honor to be able to be on his platform and to share my thoughts. You know what I mean with his peoples, and we could converse and you know what I mean, and brainstorm and share what we think happening and going on with certain situations, man. So I appreciate Trigger for allowing me to be on his platform. But today, y'all, we got Stank Feet Bortlan stinking up the courtroom with the motherfucking hand-me-down shoes, y'all. He in court. Listen, shit getting real, y'all. Shit getting real. Listen, let me tell you something. Boy, it was all shits and giggles. They was all smiling and laughing when they thought that they was winning this court case and all of that bullshit there. But now that Christine done grind them down, grind down. Christine done did that tortoise in the hell on their ass, and she running they motherfucking ass down. She walking them down. You ever been playing 2K or you been playing Madden? You been down by 20 in the fourth quarter, and you go to lighten that motherfucker up. That's what Christine doing. She walking their ass down. She's on fire. You know what I'm talking about, boy? She had that little box head, ballistic dude get on that stand, and that motherfucker was the CSI of Miami champion. That motherfucker was giving that black dude work. He was cooking on them. I'm talking about if you ain't seen that little box head dude, the motherfucking nerd of the police precinct, look like he be in a room with the black lights on, looking at ballistics 23 hours of the day. Don't never go home. Don't got no wife. All he got is a dog and his goddamn bullet trajectories. You need to check this dude out. He was cooking, man. That black dude could not fuck with him. And Christine just sat back and laughed. Ha 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 ha. She laughed just like Mellie did the other day. Ha 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 ha. You know what Christine went to singing to Mellie when that white dude went to cooking, when she seen Mellie looking like, when she seen that case turning in her favor, she said, I got murder on my mind. That's what Christine went to singing to Mellie, because you know he up for the death penalty. I got murder on my mind. That's what Christina with the singing. That's what Christine with the singing the Mellie. I get murder on my mind. I get murder on my mind. Mellie was sitting over there looking like a little Geico lizard. And speaking of Mellie, if y'all ain't paid attention, look like he losing weight by the day. That's that stress. I told y'all, listen, that's that stress, boy. He seeing that motherfucker. Listen, he seen he finna be like John Coffey on that goddamn Green Mile. It was all fun and games when it looked like you're winning this case. You look Geico lizard motherfucker. He's starting to look more and more like Lil Wayne when he strung out on drugs. That head getting big at the front. He looking that goddamn them dreads and started sliding to the back of that goddamn head. His hairline getting pushed back. He looking like he got Benjamin Button in reverse. I'm telling y'all, listen. He look like he aging in front of our eyes, y'all. I'm telling you. But we got Stank Feet, Lamasil, Lotriman, AD, Feet, Bortlan in the courtroom today. Stanking up the joint, looking not happy, y'all. I'm finna play the clip and I'm gonna let y'all see what reality looks like for people who do these type of things. These people think that God is not watching. They think that this shit is gonna go unchecked. But trust me, no. Like Matumbo said, no. Christine say, I got murder on my mind. Christine say for the murder your ass, Mellie. Oh.
You went back to the status conference. Come on up. And I don't know, I guess you're already trial code session right now. We're set for October 3rd for trial. Status conference in September. I think we're up schedule. We have a trial date already? Yes. That's good with everybody. So far. We're finished with that one. All right. So, you have a motion pending as well? Yes, Judge. As the court, when we were here the last time, you let him go to church and stuff, you said about working, you would be subject to seeing the schedule. He filed a schedule for the next couple of months. I saw that. And he would like to be able to work. And I talked to his probation supervisor. She has no problem with him at all. She said that if he's going to go to work, he'd like anybody has to do, provide an itinerary, where he's going to be, how it's going to get done, when he's going to be back, and the normal check-in, drug testing, everything that goes with that.
Thank you. Anything else you want?
I don't think so. I think that covers it.
How about the state? What's the state's position on that?
He violated his free trial in the past. That's why he denied the work at the previous time and was maintaining the schedule that was not allowed to work. So that you should have to revisit it. This schedule includes, locations all across the eastern seaboard and Midwest in terms of the ability to supervise for probation and free trial rather. That is almost impossible. With regards to the timeframes and the studio issues on that, I don't understand why they have to be until midnight or 11 p.m. Why they can't get done during other hours on that. So the state would object. He's already shown prior issues with pretrial. So for those reasons, the state would say that the current schedule needs to be maintained for another 3 or 4 months at this point before we'll be in trial.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, I just think that Judge, he wants to work. He violated previously because he was going to shows that were I don't care, it's a place they didn't like. He set out where he's going to be now. His supervisor doesn't have a problem. If he violates, he's going to prison or jail. He's not going to be out. He's been back in without the ability to do anything for months. So I was.
Hold on.
Yes.
Respectfully, motion tonight. Thank you.
Hey, look at Stank Feet Bortlan. Look at it.
Thank you.
Mama, I want my mama. Look at it. Look at him, y'all. I bet his feet burning.
Good morning, Mr. Morse. Good morning.
Yeah, well, that's what that smile at. What that smile at now, boy? Yeah, boy. Yeah, Stank Feet, boy. See, this the part of the game that don't nobody be telling them young boys about, man. That's why they need to just listen to me. Listen, I done been there, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I never did ended up with no shit like that because I wasn't no goddamn fool. Me and my partner were talking yesterday. I got a partner that was in the streets with me. He done settled down. He got his family and everything, this and that. And we was talking. I was like, bro, you know, we need to be proud of ourselves because we was in that shit and we made it out that shit. We graduated, we matured, we got families and raised children, and we ain't got no blemishes on our record, and we ain't catch no life sentences and this and that. There, you know what I'm saying? You know what he told me? And I was like, bro, how we made it out of everybody? You know what he told me? He said, bro, because we could thank for ourselves, bro. That's what he told me. I told him I want him to come up on the panel so we can talk and share some knowledge with y'all from somebody that was out there with me in the trenches. I'm talking about all-nighters and all type of shit. He got shot. I ain't never got shot, knock on wood, but he done got shot. But anyway, he said, bro, we could thank for ourselves. See, people like Bortlan can't thank for themselves. I don't give a damn what he looked like. He's a follower. He's a follower because if he wasn't a follower, he wouldn't even be in this situation. He don't know what's important in life. See, he think money and the chance of fame and all that shit is important. And he think that fake ass code that he living by is real. That shit ain't real. You know how that shit ain't real? Look what Mellie doing. Listen, this nigga being loyal to a disloyal nigga, man. Shout out to Dewberry. I seen Dewberry saying this yesterday. He had a video up about this. He said the whole Mellie case is disloyal. He right. Bortlan being loyal to a disloyal nigga. This nigga killed his two best homeboys and two best friends. And if you did have a problem with Sack, you killed Juvie. What the fuck was the problem with him? That snake shit all day long. Hey, Dream Dog. That snake shit all day long. But you gonna be loyal to this nigga? So you gonna throw your whole life away on a nigga that killed y'all two best friends? What the fuck you think he'll do to you? You think he really care about you? And let me tell you something. I've been around a lot of people that done did a lot of things. When you run into when a dude do these type of things like this, it get easier for him. I'm gonna take it a step further than this. I don't know too many of them that did this type of shit that didn't do it again. And what I mean is, you know, flip, 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 flip. Change somebody. What like King Von say, unlike Johnny Dang, when it come to change. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too many of them that didn't change somebody that didn't change somebody else until they got caught or until somebody changed their ass. So it's a never-ending cycle. I know a few of them that's done retired and they just changed their life, and some of them is in the church or shit like that, but trying to pay it, trying to get redemption, which is possible through the Lord. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't be being loyal to no nigga who wasn't loyal to my friend. This nigga wasn't even loyal to you before you did that dumb ass shit and take them bodies to the goddamn hospital. He thought he was sending your dumb ass off. You feel me? But you so goddamn dumb and poor and broke. Shout out Deuce Dog. You so dumb and poor and broke till you thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna prove myself to Mellie. I'm gonna prove myself to Mellie, and maybe he'll give me a phone now. Maybe he'll buy me some clothes now. Maybe he'll get my feet done so they don't, by the Asians, so my feet don't stink no more. I'm tired of my feet stinking around all the holes that come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Every time the hoes come over, he got to run in the bathroom and wash his feet before, you know what I'm talking about? Or he got to stay in the pool. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, then why won't you come out the pool, man? My feet, that ain't that what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? On state feet ass nigga. But anyway, I'm just trying to show this nigga loyal to motherfuckers that ain't even loyal to him. Boy, then why you won't come out the pool? My feet, that ain't. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this nigga got his lawyers up there telling the people, the jury, Bortlan did it. Nigga, only two people could have did this shit, nigga. You and him. So you mean to tell me you finna go to jail for helping the nigga, but then this nigga gonna turn around and tell the people that you did it? And if y'all ain't pay attention, this shit is wild to me. Them niggas got the same judge. Old cake been baked, Woody. Listen, the railroading or whatever you want to call it is in full effect. I ain't never seen that type of shit. This nigga got the same, they got the same judge, nigga. They got the same judge. Bro, let me tell y'all something, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all young people something, bro. I'm gonna tell you some real shit now. It's people in jail right now that would trade, that would give, let's put it away. It's people in jail with money right now that would give all that money up to be out here free and broke right now. Trust me, I've been in jail. It's people, put it this way, it is the people, it is people in jail that got a lot of money. It's people in jail that got $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million. They will pay them 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, however many millions they got. They'll pay all of them bitches right now to be out and broke. If they told them, give us all the money you got, every dime, everything you own, but we'll let you out, they would take that deal. All of them would take that deal. Trust what I tell you, especially the ones with life and shit like that. They would take that deal. They let you know how precious your freedom is. But some people don't understand that. I ain't gonna say all people, motherfuckers like these dude motherfuckers. They don't understand that until they get in the situation. And then they be sitting there wishing for the little things, sitting there wishing to be able to lay in front of their TV and on the couch and watch what they want to watch, go in the refrigerator and eat what they want to eat, go down to McDonald's and grab some McDonald's, get some sex from their old lady, or you know what I'm talking about, or walk outside and just have the sun on their face. I'm telling you, when you're in jail, you fucking miss all of the little shit that you take for granted when you free. The smart ones of us remember that shit when we get out and we don't be wanting to go back. So we either change or there ain't no other choice but to change. Because other than that, you're gonna keep going back. You feel me? This shit set up like this for a reason. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Please hit that like button, guys. And if you're feeling generous, man, please donate to the Cash App, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been grinding, listen, let me tell you something. I ain't trying to hate on nobody or nothing like this, but I'm gonna just say this here. Those of us who've been rocking with me for a long time, y'all know this is the #1 place for the Mellie information on YouTube. Everybody knows this, or they should know this. Everybody knows this. So if you want the true factual information, listen, man, hit that like button, hit that Cash App. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. I'm not greedy at all. I got all kind of stuff that I want to talk about today. I even got a connection with Mellie when he was in the program. Little did I know. You feel what I'm saying? But I was just talking amongst a couple of my peoples, and one of my partners was like, bro, you know, I was a staff when Mellie was in the program in Orlando. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. So I'm gonna get into that in a little bit later because I actually questioned him. And actually, I got another line on another one of the staff members. He's not a staff no more, but he is a police officer. And he was in the program. He was a staff officer when Mellie was in the program for longer than my partner was. My partner was with Mellie for 6 months, but the police officer, the guy that was a staff, that's a police officer now, he was staff in the police in the program Mellie for longer than 6 months. So my partner told me he was gonna call him and get some more information for me about how Mellie was and how things was and how the program. And I got some information on track too, as far as like the situation with the program with track and all that. But I get into it in a minute. I gotta get on Stank Feet Boy because I like getting on old funky foots. You know what I'm saying? I like getting on funky foots, catfish feet. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, check this out. People like Bortlan are crash test dummies. When I watched that live and I watched him laugh and all of that shit right there, that let me know he ain't learned his lesson. That let me know that he is definitely going to have a rude awakening, a harsh reality, and he has to go down this path that he's going down. Well, he didn't have to, but he's taking himself down this path, so he gonna have to go down this path. You know why? Because he clearly has not learned from what he did. He don't have no remorse. He happy. Like somebody said in the comments yesterday, this has been the worst and the best time of Bortlan life. This nigga was poor as fuck. He talk when they say that they talk about these 4 years. This nigga was poor as fuck, didn't have a motherfucking thing, and now he got a little notoriety, got a little rap career. He riding a couple of little local joke celebrities, uh, got some VVs in his mouth, and now he can fuck on a couple of women, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that there. So now he just happy, but at the end of the, but in the back of his mind, well, right down the front of his mind, he got this motherfucking murder trial looming over his whole life. Do you know how that feel? Listen, I done had charges and been free on bond and got to go to court. Man, I'm telling you something, that time seemed like it fly. From the time you go to jail to you bond out, and then you know you got to go to court to face these charges, it seemed like that time fly. And it seemed like it's like an hourglass, like it's running out. It's like a constant stress on you. You feel what I'm saying? And this dude got murder charges and accessory after the fact murder charges in one of the most high profile hip hop cases, murder cases we have ever seen in hip hop history. Do you know what kind of pressure that is on him? On top of the fact that he already ain't got no support system, when we know that because he was sleeping under cardboard boxes and under a bridge and drinking wine out of a box and pushing buggies down the street, jingling his can for coins before this even happened. So we already knew the type of life he was living. So you got to think now, if he go to jail, who gonna be there for him? Who gonna be there for him? He ain't got no support system. He got his daddy shot. His mama strung out on drugs. He got his daddy shot because he was involved in this situation. His daddy in a wheelchair, they say every time the boys from the Army gang boys, juvie boys see him, they knock him over out the chair and kick him in the ass just because they can't get a hold of Bortlan. And they do it for juvie and SAC. This is the cause and effect of what Bortlan done did to them boys. Snake and juvie and SAC with Mellie. But he don't care. He just think about himself. No, he ain't even think about himself. He think about Mellie. Oh, I gotta keep it real with Smelly. We call him Smelly because you know he was smelling himself in the courtroom the other day, y'all. I gotta keep it real with Smelly. Well, don't keep it real with Mellie, because Christine yesterday was singing, looking at Mellie, I got murder on my mind. Christine Bradley was singing, I got murder on my mind. That's what Christine Bradley was singing in that motherfucker. Christine Bradley was looking at Mellie, I got murder on my mind. Nigga, they say Christine Bradley gonna get a teardrop on her eye when the people with that goddamn lethal injection in his motherfucking ass. She gonna go right to the same jail and get one of them gangbangers to tattoo a teardrop on her eye, nigga. So everybody know, nigga, I'm the district attorney not to be fucked with, cause I got murder on my mind. All right, keep playing with Christine if you want to. Christine finna catch up body like Dream Doll in the chat, nigga. Straight up, nigga. For real. Playing with Christine up in this bitch, nigga. Uh-huh. You want to, hey, Christine looking in his ass like you want to see what a murderer look like, bitch? It look like me. You know what I'm talking about? With these stilettos on, nigga. For real, bitch. The widow. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, young people, don't be no stank feet, Bortlan. You gotta think for yourself, man. You gotta think for yourself. Look, this is a prime example. This is the prime example. Look, there's no loyalty in this, bro. Check what I'm trying to tell you. So Track supposed to be loyal, right? But Track the one took the phone up in there. Listen, I keep trying to tell y'all, listen. It might save your life. Look, so this gang, right? They gang, right? So check out what gang do. Gang kill Juvie and Sack Chaser, right? Gang do it, right? Pow, 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 pow. So oh boy, I gotta keep it real with gang. Okay, boy, you gonna keep it real with me? Take them dead bodies up in that sucker. You know what I'm saying? And tell them you ain't seen me, boy. Well, okay, I'll do it, Mellie. I'll do it. So then he take him up in there. The police looking at him like now Mellie getting away. He laughing. Boy, this nigga boy, my goddamn fool. It's manipulation. I told y'all that no snitch shit. That shit manipulation that the big dudes do to the minions, to the people that's upon them. But the big dudes snitch or work with the police when the shit go down. Trust me, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Now look what's gonna happen. Now he done went up in there, told the police a bullshit story, took 2 dead bodies up in that bitch. Them people got more evidence on Bortlan really than they do on Mellie, right? But here he go. He's so brainwashed. Oh, I ain't gonna tell on Mellie. Gang. Slime, all that shit they be doing, right? Now here go Mellie. Here go Mellie lawyer. First opening statements. He didn't do it. Mellie didn't do it. Bortlan did it. What? So you gonna let your lawyer tell the people that I did this shit after I was helping you out, nigga? He over there laughing. Looking like a little lizard. Hold on, here go track. Here go loyalty, y'all. Here go track. They put his ass in that immigration hold. Gonna deport his ass. Here go track though. I'm loyal. You got to get. How can I give you guys something to work with? Work with, and I'm in jail. Y'all gotta let me out. This is in track paperwork. This is what track told the immigration and Detective Moretti. Y'all gotta let me out. This is fact, nigga. I'm just putting a little yeast on it, just put a little seasoning on it, but this is fact. Oh, y'all gotta let me out so I could give you something. I can't give you no information from in jail. The police say you'll find a way. He said, no, you gotta let me out. You gotta let me out. He get out mysteriously. The phone that's the most damning evidence in this whole case gets turned in by 100K track to the DA. And he tells them this is Mellie's phone. So that's why I understand what all that corroborating. I understand he had to show the pictures and all that shit yesterday to the jury and all that shit. But Track told him when he took them the phone, this is Mellie's phone. They could easily just bring him back on the stand and be like, hey, would you give us this phone? He gonna have to say, yeah, the nigga immigrant, or they gonna threaten to deport his ass again. Because that's perjury. You feel what I'm saying? So did you tell us this is his phone? Yeah. Okay. Is this Mellie phone? Yeah. That's it. Boom. His ass up off the stand, and there it is. Pothole face up off the stand, and there it is. He done cooked Mellie. So what a loyalty at, y'all? What a loyalty at? What do Bortlan have to be loyal to? The niggas killed y'all friends. What you think he'll do to you? He don't like you, nigga. He doesn't like you. You know how you can tell he don't like you? Because he didn't really like you before. You didn't even have a phone. You was wearing Drew filmed it shirts and other people's shoes, stinking them people's shoes up, man. I know the people got tired of letting you hold their shoes. They ain't even nobody want to let you hold their shoes no more. They just tell you used to have to put on them plastic bags on your feet before you wore their shoes. I bet you was slipping and sliding all around in the goddamn club. Them people don't like you, man. How dumb can you be? Because you got some little punk ass VVs. Man, nigga gonna knock them shit. Listen, them motherfucking correction officers gonna knock them shits out your mouth soon as you get in that motherfucking jail. They already say y'all was down there paying extortion, friendly extortion to them boys down there in Broward County jail. And this what life gonna be for you forever. So what happened when the money run out? Boy, you ain't even no hell of a rapper. That man, they dropping all them videos you got on Mellie channel, and you ain't got a million views on damn video yet. Not even the song with Hot Boy. Bro, you better thank for your motherfucking self. Now you telling them people you want to go to motherfucking work. You ain't been working. So you want to go to work this lab? Ugh, dumbass. So these last, October, what is it? June, July, August, September, October. So you want to go to work these last 4 months so you can make some money for this 20-year sentence you finna get. You a damn, you ain't been working already? You a damn fool. You is a damn fool. Track gonna forget about you when you go to jail. Cause he already knows you a crash test dummy. You is the dude in the crew that's a duck, but you don't know you a duck. You think because you got a little VVs and they done gave they done gave you little videos and all, you think they really think that you really think that they perception or they opinion of you have changed. But you can't understand that their opinion of you ain't changed because they saw you did some duck ass shit. I bet your track wouldn't have took no motherfucking two dead bodies up in there. He picked the right dude to be a duck. Mellie had you sized up all along. He knew that he could manipulate your duck ass to do it because you was a poor, dumb motherfucker. I bet you they tried you before on other shit. That's how he knew you would go along with this dumb ass shit. He had to try you on some more sucker shit before. See, and that's another thing for y'all too, lesson for y'all too. If you let a motherfucker get away with some sucker shit on you, they'll keep trying you on some sucker shit because they think that they slicker than you, or they think that they can keep pulling that same shit. That's why you gotta check sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? And put your foot down and don't never let that shit go. I don't give a fuck if you perceive that shit as sucker shit. You shut that shit down right there, man. You got me fucked up, man. You got me fucked up, and don't never let nobody get over on you with no sucker shit. I don't give a fuck because if you do, they're gonna keep trying that sucker shit, and they're gonna label you in their mind as a sucker, and it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. And look what happened to Stank Feet Bortlan. His only option is to snitch. But he's so manipulated and so brainwashed. He blinded by the lights. Like on Blow, when Johnny Depp started getting all that money and shit. That's what that song came on. Blinded by the lights. Yeah, he blinded by the lights. But boy, it get cold and lonely in that cell. When them days go to rolling, them days turn into weeks, the weeks turn into months, the months turn into years. Less phone calls. Your people go to talking to you crazy. Man, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. I got to go to work. Your girlfriend go to fucking on some other niggas. You be like, man, I thought you loved me. And she be like, nigga, you can't do nothing for me. Nigga, you in jail, nigga. You a damn fool. You should have told on Mellie. That what this bitch gonna tell him. You should have told on Mellie so you could be out here with your son. Now you got another nigga raising your son. You a damn fool, nigga. You was a damn fool. When Mellie doing all he can to throw you under the bus as the murderer so he can be free. So he can be looking at your dumb ass in there and he be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna put 50 on your books this month. On this week, I'm gonna put 100 on your books this month. You gonna be a nigga in jail. You gonna be a nigga in jail who be getting $100 a week from Mellie while he out here living his life. I'm saying if he don't get convicted, but I think he'll get convicted. But I'm just saying, you gonna better fuck that. I ain't gonna even say that scenario. You gonna be in jail with that nigga, but y'all gonna be in different jails, and he ain't gonna be giving a fuck about you. I can see you now. Hey, Trent, man, put 100 on my books this week, man. I know it's been 10 years, dog, but I need 100. I need 100, bro. Hey, Bortlan. Boy, hey, check this out, boy. Your song you made, the last bitch song you made was 10 years ago, bro. How long you think I'm gonna keep putting this money on your books, bro? You know what I'm saying? You ain't hustling in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you ain't working your mojo in there, bro. You supposed to be hustling now. Or a nigga just don't even answer the phone for you. Cause nigga so busy living their life, nigga might be on the beach, you know what I'm saying, somewhere with some bitches. You know what I'm saying? You in that bitch just riding away, thinking like, damn man, I should have told on this nigga, dog. I got these essays in here want to stab me up. I can't get up out of here. Man, I should, because you ain't gonna be in the same jail with Mellie. You a nobody, bro. You was a goddamn fool. You was a goddamn fool. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. And if you feel generous, man, please donate to the Cash App, man. It could be $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. I'm not a greedy person. You know what I'm saying? But I do need donations in order to buy some few things. Listen, I got to get my camera, my camera on my Mac fixed. I'm gonna get some more equipment, get some more lights. You know what I'm saying? Ring light, shit like that. There. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Listen, please support the channel by dropping a couple dollars in the Cash App, hitting the like button, sharing this video. I got a couple things I want to talk about today around this case, but I just want to really run this shit home about Stank Feet Bortlan because I really don't like him, y'all. I'll just be real. I don't know him like that, but I don't like that looking at him. I ain't gonna say I hate him because I don't know him. Hate is a strong word. There's not very many people that I hate in life, but I just don't like him. And if I could, I would like to fight him. I would like to fight Stank Feet Bortlan just like Jake Paul and all of them do. I promise you, I would beat the brakes off this boy. I would beat some sense into this boy. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Bet on your boy Marita. Trust me now. If I tell you I got a good hand game, a good ground and pound game, I got one, boy. I'm telling you this shit now. 6'4", 240. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to beat some sense into this young man because he's a damn fool. You being loyal to somebody who's a disloyal person. We saw the interrogation tape of this boy telling on a boy when he was 16 years old. I use all these things for examples so people could see. So these people who are not in Mellie's situation will see before they get in Mellie's situation. He is a snitch. He is a disloyal person. He's a cold, dark individual with the last name Demons. His name ain't no Demons. That nigga named Demons. You could tell by his demeanor, he has no remorse. He doesn't, the only remorse that he has is that he got caught. That man laughing in front of the family's face. Like, this is your friend's family who you probably ate this lady food. You slept over this lady's house. You knew Juby since he was in kindergarten. Y'all probably went to birthday parties, skating rinks, probably fought people together, like all type of shit. Like this lady probably washed your clothes and let you take baths at her house. I'm talking about as little boys and y'all, you know what I mean? All type of shit. Probably went Halloween trick-or-treating together. You know, all type of shit. Thanksgivings together, and you kill these people's children, and then you're going to be laughing about it in the courtroom in front of their mothers. How dare you? How dare ye? Bortlan, if you don't get your ass down there, tell them people to give you a beef and cheese, a Pepsi, a cheeseburger, and a Newport in October. No, October, November, because they say go to try to October. In November, I'm going to be making that video that I said I was going to make about you. Stank Feet Bortlan. A damn fool. That's what the video gonna be. That's what the video I'm gonna make about Stank Feet Bortlan. Listen, I'm telling you, listen, I never celebrated about when anybody went to jail in my life, ever in my life. But I'm telling you this now, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I ain't been in jail in no 15 years. I don't break no laws. I ain't even smoked no weed in like a month or so. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only thing I do. I smoke a little trees every now and then. But I don't smoke all the time like I used to. I smoke all the time. That shit be fucking with me. Now I smoke weed. Look, sometimes I get some good gas and smoke some weed. Now goddamn, I get paranoid. I might get a little depressed or something. It just make me think too much. So I don't even smoke like I used to. I promise you. But that's about the only thing the police catch me on, smoking little trees. So I'm a law-abiding citizen. You know what I'm saying? Never told on nobody in my life, no shit like that. But I'm gonna say this though. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate like Shannon Sharp when he be on first take with them Black and Miles and that little yak. I'm gonna celebrate when Stank Feet Bortlan get convicted. I am, because he crashed out. And if I know I know he done seen these videos. I know he done seen the video because Jamie done been in my comment section. Track done been in my comment section. A lot of people from down there in that area done been just on, they on here now. And a lot of them been in my comments, and a lot of them watching right now, which means this boy had multiple chances to save his own life. That's what Mellie trying to do by throwing you up under the bus. Y'all got the same fucking judge. What the fuck you think finna happen here, nigga? I'll honest with you, I ain't never seen that. I ain't never seen that. But hey, if that's what they finna do, hey, y'all powers need to combine in that motherfucker. Then the judge say, now our powers combined, we finna railroad you niggas. Like Charleston White say, they gonna hang him. They gonna hang him good. I'm telling you, you's a motherfucking fool, boy. You is a fool. They got you, Bortlan. They got you. They got gunpowder residue on you. They got you taking the bodies up in the hospital. They got you put yourself on the scene when they died. They got you not calling the police when you say it was a drive-by. They got you riding around with the bodies of your friends for an extended period of time. You did not take them straight to the hospital. And this gonna be the same jurisdiction that's prosecuting Mellie. So what you think they're gonna do to you? They gonna hang him. They gonna hang him good. Like Charleston White say. I'm telling you. Ain't no fucking such thing as going down with the ship, nigga. Ain't no honor amongst thieves. See, this is what happens when you can't think for yourself. When you is That's what happens to a lot of these young black men. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just break this shit down. I'm gonna just tell y'all some real shit. A lot of these young black men, a lot of these young men, a lot of these young people that's out here in these streets. I'm gonna just be 100% real with you, because me and my partner talked about this too. I told him he need to come up on the panel so me and him could talk with y'all can talk. I might get him to come up tomorrow. Listen, because he don't work tomorrow. He off tomorrow. And I'm off tomorrow too. A lot of these dudes is slow, man. I'm just gonna break it down to you. A lot of your so-called bad boys, street dudes, the ones that's out here in the streets, a lot of them out here because they slow. And when I mean slow, I mean they can't think uh straight. They fucking can't function in a normal society. You see what I'm saying? Um, they have learning disabilities. They a little baby off. I'm telling you this shit. I'm telling you this. So when you run around with ladies, when you run around, young girls, when you run around with the bad boy, oh, he's so crazy. My boyfriend will shoot people. That nigga really slow. We was in school with that nigga, and that nigga couldn't spell cat. That nigga was the kid that was scared to raise his hand when the teacher asked him to read in front of the class. I'm telling you this shit. A lot of my friends that was in the streets with me that was out there, that's because they ain't got critical thinking, good cognitive motherfucking skills. These niggas is slow. I'm telling you, these the niggas in school, they got all the bad grades, but they just acted out. And they made they and oh, he crazy. He always getting in fights. No, that nigga getting in fights because he don't want to go in that classroom and fight with them goddamn math problems. That's why he getting in a motherfucking fight. He got a motherfucking test this Friday, so he finna find somebody to get in a fight with. So he goddamn can't go in there and fight that goddamn textbook. That goddamn math problem in there whooping his ass. You know what I'm talking about? That goddamn algebra in there whooping his motherfucking ass. I'm telling you this shit, y'all. Y'all gonna listen to me. Listen, Marita boy gonna tell you the truth. That's why they can't function in a normal society. That's why they go back to jail, back to jail, back to jail. But they disguise it as, oh, I'm a thug, I'm a bad boy, I'm a gangster. No, nigga, you just don't know how to motherfucking function. For real. I'm telling you this shit. I'm telling you this shit, dog. Got behavioral issues and shit like that there. I'm telling you. So Stank Feet Bortlan, you better tell, boy. Because Mellie, lawyer damn sure telling on you. Man, let me tell you something. I would have told that first night. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Just say I would have found myself in a situation. Let's just say I'm riding and driving the car in Bortlan and Mellie spaz out and he go to shoot my friends, right? First of all, that's how I know the nigga was in on it. Because how the fuck you ain't even jump out the car? Think about this, y'all. How the fuck you ain't even jump out the car? If you driving a car and a nigga go to shoot a gun inside an enclosed vehicle with you in it, behind your head, all around you, what your first inclination gonna be? Man, I'm gonna and jump out that bitch and go to running. Cause I think you might shoot me too. Them gunshots so close behind me, so loud, I probably thought I'm shot. That nigga ain't even jump out the car and run. That's a cold motherfucker, ain't it? To sit in that car while that man shoot like that, that let you know he knew he wasn't gonna get shot. That's how you knew it was premeditated. On top of the fact that they went down that long, dark ass road. What the fuck y'all going? Listen, did nobody ever ask this question? That's why I know the jurors gonna hang this nigga, right? I know the jurors got common sense. What the fuck was y'all doing in Alligator Alley anyway, nigga? What the fuck was y'all doing at the edge of the Everglades anyway, nigga, at that time in the morning? Can y'all explain to me what y'all was doing down there? Because y'all said the drive-by, that's where the drive-by happened at, right? Well, first you lied and said the drive-by happened up there on somewhere Miramar Parkway somewhere anyway. But then when they actually found a real crime scene, what the fuck was y'all doing down there? You went down there to do what eventually ended up happening. So you was in on the shit from the giddy up, nigga. But even on top of all that, he still had a chance to save himself by telling. But I would have never been in that situation because soon as we went down there, soon as I'd have seen that nigga, I would have tried to talk Mellie out that shit, me personally. I would have. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, say they would have ended up down there and that nigga would have spazzed out and shot the boys. Pow, 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 pow. And he'd have been like, hey, Marita boy, hey man, I need you to take this dead body. I need to take this dead body to the hospital. Okay, bro, I got you. I'm looking at the see if the nigga still got the gun. So if you finna pull the gun on me, oh yeah, he still got the gun. Oh yeah, I got to play it cool because the nigga might just, if I play like I ain't going along with it, the nigga might kill me. Okay, yeah, bro, I got you, bro. Yeah, what's up, slime, slat, all that little shit they be doing. I done gave him that sporty handshake. Bro, I love you, bro. I done told him all that shit. But I was trying to do that shit fast so I could get Juvie and Sat chasing them to the hospital, but playing it off with Mellie though. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I got you, bro. I'm out of here. I'd have peeled off. I'd have left his ass in the bushes. Peeled off. Once I done peeled off him, now the pressure off. I know he can't kill me because he ain't in the car with me. And he left back in the bushes. Now I'm talking to Sat Chase and Juvie. Hold on, my nigga. Hold on, I got you, bro. Hold on. That's what I'm doing. I'm talking to him. You know what I'm talking about? Why they in that bitch shot? Nigga, when I get it to that hospital, nigga, I'm finna do a goddamn Tokyo drift up in that bitch. Then I'm finna run around the passenger side. I'm finna pull out probably Juvie. I'm pulling out one on real quick. Juvie, the smallest one. So I'm gonna pull out Juvie quick. I'm gonna be dragging his ass up there to that goddamn emergency room. Help me. That's what I would have been doing. And then once they grabbed him, I would have ran back to the car. Hey, my other dog in there. I would have grabbed Sat Chase out that bitch. I don't give a fuck, shot up or whatever. Help him. Blood on me, everything. That's what I would have did. And then as soon as they would have got him on the thing, I would have went straight to that police that be sitting in the emergency room. Hey, look. Hey, his name Jamel Demons. His name YW Mellie. I just let him off around the corner. Listen, matter of fact, I'm going to call him. When I call him, we're going to ping him. We're going to go pick him up. We going to go pick him up. Now, I ain't going to let y'all pick him up by yourself. Give me the gun. Give me the handcuffs. Give me a little badge. I'm going to get this nigga with y'all. That's what the fuck I would have did. Nigga, yeah, because that nigga tried to send me off. I would have told the police, listen, give me one of your guns. Give me a badge. Give me a walkie-talkie. And I'm gonna hang the badge around my neck. I'm gonna get this nigga my motherfucking self. Y'all just sit back, hold my beer, watch this, nigga, for real. I would have been a real motherfucking mall cop on they motherfucking ass. nigga, because I'm not going to jail for you. You thought you was stupid. You thought I was stupid. You thought you were finna see me in there with 2 dead bodies to talk to the police. Man, ain't no motherfucking fool. My mama named Queen, and she ain't raised no motherfucking fool, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real. And the police would have believed me. I would have never got nail motherfucking charge, and I would have been laughing at him like, nigga, you thought I was a fool? You thought I was a fool, nigga? Look what ended up happening, y'all. He ended up telling his lawyers to tell them people that Bortlan did it. What? You gonna tell these motherfucking people to tell them that I did it? Nigga, I was just trying to help your lizard looking ass. Get the fuck out of here, man. I told y'all months ago the only play Bortlan had was to tell. And I never told on nobody in my life, but I just know the play. What the fuck else he was gonna do? How the fuck else he was gonna beat this? Bro, you got gunshot residue on you. They initially tested him in the hospital, but it said negative. But then when they took the results, the test to the lab, it came back positive. What the fuck? Mellie sitting over there laughing when, bro, listen, as this trial go on, the Mellie's lawyers are going to try to put it on Bortlan more and more because they realize that it's only 2 people that could possibly have killed Sack and Juby because the ballistics guy said they got shot from inside the car. It could only be Bortlan or Mellie. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't no loyalty in these streets. Think about it. Let me tell you something. Think about this too. I heard Bootsy said on Mav Hoffa that when you get pulled over, you got guys to take the fall for you. Huh? Like you see how this shit manipulation, but people don't be peeping it. So you mean to tell me if you got a gun and the police pull us over, since you got the money, I gotta take the charge and go to jail for the gun? Really? Ain't that some sucker shit? Like, would you do that for me, nigga? You see the manipulation? I'm telling you, it's manipulation, man. It's manipulation. It's manipulation. You got to be able to think for yourself out there. Me and my partner used to have a saying, we used to say, you better be 21. You better be 21. You know what that means? If these police pull up on us and you throw your drugs down, nigga, you better be 21 when they come up here, which means you better claim your shit. We get pulled over in a car. If I got a gun and you got a gun, hey, I'm gonna go for my gun. You better go for your gun. Or if you riding with me and I ain't got, see, I don't let niggas ride with me no more. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas was like to be having all kind of drugs and shit on them. Then y'all get pulled over, nigga want to put the shit under the seat, or put the shit in your car, and then play like it ain't wasn't theirs, and then the police got to be like, well, whose on it was? The car's in your name. He said it wasn't his. We're gonna take you to jail for it. No, the fuck you ain't. Niggas will do shit like that. Niggas would rather you go to jail than them when it's all said and done. Man, my bad, dog. Man, my bad, dog. Man, my bad, dog. What? Bro, I'm just trying to tell you this shit that they don't rap about in the songs. How this shit be going, dog. How this shit be going. Man, they already snitched when he was 16 on a nigga that put a gun on him. When he shot around the little school and shit. He already killed y'all 2 best friends. Ain't no sense in being honorable with him. Track already done took Mellie phone to the police, so we know he ain't honorable, because that phone should have been in the goddamn ocean somewhere. The fuck you still holding on for it for months later? See what the fuck I'm saying? What is you being loyal to, Bortlan? Go on, save yourself, come back home, come back outside, and they got that same little spot under the bridge that you used to sleep under. It's still there for you. It's still there for you. Get you a cardboard box, make you a little nice little house. You know what I'm saying? Get you some sheets. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little buggy, put you some cans in it. But you free though. You're free. You can go dig in the garbage can of your choice. You know what I'm saying? But you free. Hey man, whatever, whatever. But let me change the subject real quick. So check this out. So small world. So I was talking to my kid's mom. She passed, right? The one that passed, right? So the guy that she ended up dating after me, real nice guy, man, real nice guy. I really like the guy. And they stayed together for about, man, maybe 5 years, maybe about 5 years. So I got the chance to know him. Not a street dude at all. Actually has no charges at all. Never been to jail in his life. Always was a working guy. That's why I liked him, because I was under the impression that if me and my kid's mom was gonna be together, I would rather her have a guy around my children who was not in the streets, who didn't have anything negative going on. And this was the perfect guy, man. But anyway, their relationship took its course after like 5 years, and she ended up going with another guy. But before it did, me and him became friends, right? So check this out. I keep trying to tell you, I'm a real one, dog. I'm a real nigga, though. Me and my baby mama boyfriend became friends. That's crazy, ain't it? But we did. I'm talking about real deal friends. Like I can call him right now. Like I used to talk to him a lot when they was together. And I liked him. I really like he even proposed to her. He proposed to her. They was gonna get married and everything. And I was cool with that because I be on some shit like, once it's over, right? Once a relationship is over, it's over, right? Ain't no need to be hating on them people. Them people got a life to live. That shit only gonna make it worse, right? But I like the guy that she picked to have around my children. I liked this guy. The kids loved him. He was very family oriented. Great guy, right? So I was talking to him yesterday. He actually married now, and he a pastor, but he also used to work in the juvenile system, right? So I asked him, I was telling him about the Mellie case and this and that. He was like, bro, he's like, you don't know, I had Mellie when he was in the program. I say, what? Small world, I promise to God. Just found this out yesterday. He said, yeah, I was one of the guards when Mellie was in the program. I say, really? So now I went to try to get me some content for you guys, right? You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, he told us he was a rapper, but we didn't believe him. I say, for real? He said, yeah. He said, so we some of the guards and stuff started looking him up on YouTube, and we saw, oh, this dude really got he got like 1 million views on this song. He got a little motion and shit. So I'm like, he's like, oh, so I'm like, for real? So I was thinking the question to answer, right? He said, yeah, one day his manager pulled up in an Audi or something. It was a nice car. And once the manager pulled up, like all the other kids in the program was like, dang, look, look, look. So when I say, you talk about track? He said, yeah. I say, oh, track, pulled up. He said, yeah. I say, I got a question. I say, how? Because my chat been wanting to know this. I asked him this last night, bro. I talked to him last night when I was at work. I say, how was Track able to visit him, being that he was in a juvenile program? He was a minor. He said Track came with Mellie's lawyer. They had a lawyer. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I thought. I was under the impression that that Jamie gave them permission, or Jamie came with Track when Track was visiting Mellie. No, he said that Track came with a lawyer, and that's how he was able to uh, visit Mellie in the program. And then I asked him, I say, well, how was Mellie in the program? He said it was straight. He said it was just he rapped a lot. He said he rapped a lot. And he said, but when Track came to see him, it kind of clouded him up amongst the kids and the guards. So what happened was the guards started giving him preferential treatment once they realized that he really was a big deal. And they said that he was known in the program. Like as far as like while he was in the program, those songs, whatever songs those was that he had already released, they were they were big enough to where he was getting views on YouTube and he had motion. And So I asked him, did he get in any fights? He said no. He didn't get in any fights. And then I asked him, I said, well, where did gang shit come from? Was he gang banging in there? He say he don't remember recalling him gang banging, but it was gang element. Like you could tell, like, you know, he heard him saying a few things or whatever, whatever. So he assumed that he was, he said the whole juvenile system is gang now anyway. He said all them just do that gang shit. So it's all gang. So he say most likely yes, put it that way. And he said that I never forget this. He told me this yesterday. He said when Mellie got out of jail, when Mellie got out of the program, he said Track came and picked him up. He said Track gave Mellie about $50,000, and Mellie spreaded it out and showed the jits from the gate. Like, you know, on the other side, once you get out, he flashed the jits like 50 bands, the jits in the program. Like he flashed it back to him. Track gave him like 50 and he flashed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I say the jits in the program went crazy, like, ah. So he say when Mellie was in jail, it just kind of just like clouded him up. You know what I mean? It clouded him up. The guards was treating him better because once Track came and started visiting him, they knew that he really had some motion. He really was really popular. Then they say when Track used to come, Track used to be all dressed up, you know, like looking like money and shit like that. So yeah, so that's uh that was and he said he gonna call the police guy and get me some more information, you know, as to more detail how Mellie was in the program, right? So what else I want to say? Dream Dog, where you at, Dream Dog? Dream Dog, I gotta talk to you. Where you at, boo? I need my boo. Dream Dog. Where you at, Dream? Let me know. Holla if you hear me. I see you in here early. Shout out Chicks 1000, aka Chick 1K. I was looking for you. I was like, damn, where my girl Chick at, man? I thought about you yesterday. I ain't seen Bully neither. What's up, Bully? Where you at? I think I think Bully slid through yesterday. I didn't get a chance to holler at him though. Shout out 7B Music TV. Shout out Pooh Black. What's up, Pooh Black? I see you, bro. I see you. Shout out Trigger Man. Tell him, goddamn me. Y'all hear me say that? Goddamn me. I got that from Trigger Man. Y'all go subscribe to the channel. Fetty. That name sound familiar. What's up, Fetty? Shout out Real Supreme Justice. Oh, my girl Dream Dog at, man. I need Dream Dog. Shout out Coach Broski. I told you I'm gonna give you a shout out, man. Shout out to you, Coach Broski. Shout out to Coach Broski. Dream Dog, I'm finna drop the link. I want you to come up real quick. Shout out to Coach Broski. I told you I would give you a shout out. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. I really do. I really, really do. I appreciate you. All right, Pooh Black. I dropped the link. You hit the link, Pooh Black. You can come up. You come up. Hit the link. What's up, Dream? What's up? What's
Hello?
up? What's up, Dream?
I'm washing my hair.
Oh, you washing your hair?
Yeah, I was listening though.
Oh, did you see the video that the chick made?
Yeah, I was skipping through it, but I seen it. She was talking shit.
Yeah, she was talking shit. I say, boy, I gotta get my girl Dream Doll up there. That she talking and you and Tanel and Dream Doll. I say, damn. I say, damn. They on
She
my
high. I'm gonna get on her ass later on. I'm gonna get on her
yeah.
ass.
What's up, Pooh Black? What's up?
Salute to you, Marita. Boy, salute to you, Queen. Salute to you.
Salute
Good
to you,
morning.
Good morning. Hey, let me ask you a question. Okay, so when they brought Bortlan in
brother.
and they said something about the monitor, they said something about him on house arrest or whatever. Why would his lawyer jeopardize the situation and still try to put him out after 12 a.m. when if he already know that he gotta go through a certain situation with the house arrest? Why he just then up the studio time and make it as and go in like probably by 6 to 10? Like, why is he still trying to put himself in a situation where they go automatically tell him now? Like what was the point for him even coming up saying that? Like, and then in this crunch time, was it the prosecutor or was it his lawyer idea to bring him up around this time, or are they setting this up for a bait for him to come in?
Well, that's a good ass question, Pooh Black. I got to unpack them. So as far I'm with you, I totally agree on the time because that's the first thing. And actually, I actually think the prosecutor even shot it down because of that. She was like, "Hey man, like you keep like basically like you could do your studio time earlier than that." So definitely, I don't even understand why they did that. It's like that sounds like some shit Bortlan tried to get him to ask for. He, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, tell him I can ask, could I be out till 2 in the morning, some shit like that. Uh, but I think with the scheduling of the with the scheduling of the court dates, I think I would assume it's just a natural. You know, it just felt like that as far as like his court dates fell right behind. You saying how come his hearing and shit was like that? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
I guess it just kind of felt like that. I don't want to believe in no conspiracy, but I will say this: I don't understand how the hell he got the same judge as Mellie. Do you?
Well, on cases like that, they one judge already go probably have all the information, and the best thing if the judge was to try him differently, then it probably been a different outcome. But at the same time, though, it just seems so crazy though that he got more involvement in it than Mellie. Because my thing is, if he do got the residue powder on him, and he was the one that shot the car up, you trying to get extra time on his monitor on two double homicide, that makes it look worse for you though. You get what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Okay, like what I'm saying is, okay, by him being the one that shot the car up, allegedly,
Right.
and he already on house arrest. It just seemed like he got more involvement in it than Mellie. So it's
Yes.
like everything they saying about Mellie is gonna end up falling back on him. Seem like.
Yeah, definitely. Listen. I definitely agree with that. Listen, I think Mellie going down, but if by some chance he don't, they got more evidence on Bortland than Mellie. Like, I mean, like I don't understand. I mean, unless unless Bortland gon' unless Bortland gonna try to throw it off on Mellie, but bro, you got gunpowder residue on you, like you said, Pooh Black. They got more shit on him, so it do look like he got a harder chance to get him free than Mellie, and it do make it look worse on him. What you say, Dream? Oh, Dream watching the half. I forgot. Dream.
So check this out. Okay, so do you think that the phone records? Do you think that by them approving that that's Mellie phone? Do you think they go try to tie that in, even though they don't got a murder weapon?
Yes, I actually think the phone records is the most damning evidence that they got on Mellie, being that they don't have uh, a murder weapon. They got the camera. They got the camera getting Mellie, showing Mellie getting in that position in that car, leaving the studio. They got the phone they got an extra video of him leaving the studio with the phone in his hand. So they see him with the phone in his hand. John Doe, you got all kind of noise in the back, bro. They got a video of Mellie leaving the studio, getting in the car with the phone in his hand. So they got him sitting in the spot where where the shots came from that killed these two young men, right? They also got the path of where the car went because they pinging all three phones. They pinged Checker phone, Truth phone, and Mellie phone. Bortlan didn't have no phone. So they know that the car never stopped unless the car stopped at a red light or something. But other than that, the car never stopped. So which means he never had a chance to get out unless he got out of the red light. And then if he got out of a red light, he would have had to leave his phone in the car because the phone pinged to that little secluded location. But let me tell you how they putting the phone back in his hand. After the murders, he FaceTimed his girlfriend, Mariah Hamilton, and the mama was already on the stand saying that she saw Mellie FaceTime with her daughter because that's how she knew to take her daughter to Fredo Bang's house to meet Mellie. So they done put the phone in Mellie's hand after the murder and before the murder, which means that he couldn't have left it in the car. He couldn't have got out the car. He had to be in the car. You see?
Okay. So when it comes to the witnesses, do you think that YN Borland, and do you think that his girl, you think that they gonna have, you think the girl gonna get subpoenaed? I mean, because the way it's looking, the only physical way besides the phone and him being there allegedly, they will have to get information from the woman's daughter. So you think she gonna get subpoenaed?
So she done got subpoena and she is MIA. She ghost. She goes. She because they asked the mama when the mama got on stand and said, well, "Where your daughter at?" She say, "I don't know." So I told y'all track them paid the mama to go to the Virgin Islands. So it ain't no far fetched to believe that they done paid this little girl to get ducked off too, and they throwing money around good now. I'm telling you, they throwing it around decent. But I'm gonna say this: the mama already done slipped and told that she saw Mellie on the FaceTime with her daughter after the murders. You see what I'm saying? She already slipped and told it after when she was on the stand saying, "I don't remember, I don't remember, I don't remember." They did ask her that, and she did answer that. She said she didn't know whether it was a Snapchat, she didn't know whether it was FaceTime, but she did see Mellie face on the phone talking to her daughter after the murders because that's how she ended up taking her daughter over there because she say she woke up to her daughter screaming because Mellie had told her that Juvie and Stack Chaser was dead. The mama ran in there where the daughter was at. She said she saw her daughter talking to Mellie. And then that's when they ended up going over to Fredo Bang's house. And she said her daughter went upstairs with Mellie. And she said her track old lady and Jamie went for lunch. So this was like in the morning time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying the mama already done put, I think she didn't know what she was doing. I think she slipped up and said that she should have said, I ain't see a motherfucking thing. Like she said, I ain't see shit like she already was doing. But she slipped up and said that she saw Mellie on that same phone after the murder. So he couldn't have left the phone in the car or no shit like that, you know?
Okay. So basically, let me get it clear. So Mellie not taking accountability of nothing. Mellie saying that he don't know what happened. He just knows a drive-by. He didn't have no phone. That wasn't his phone. He ain't got nothing to do with that. Basically, that's what Mellie saying.
He really ain't never said nothing, to be honest with you, Pooh Black. He never gave a statement at all. The only person that's really talking for Mellie is that damn lawyer dude. You feel me? Like Mellie
Okay.
ain't never told him nothing. He ain't never
Okay.
gave no statement, no scenario, no nothing.
So, but on the phone, did you say that they had information that he had something to do with it though?
They got some listen, I'm just be honest with you on this one. They got some vague statements on the phone, but I mean like, one of them where he said, I did that shit. But okay, so you did what? You get what I'm saying? Like I could have said I did anything. You feel what I'm saying? So but they got some blanket statements like that. I ain't see too much incriminating on the phone. Only thing I seen on the y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. He had a couple things in there that I think they didn't let in, but I ain't see too much incriminating the phone. The phone, the biggest thing with the phone is they just validating that it's his phone, so they can use them goddamn cell phone towers to put that phone in that area in that car at the time of death. That's what I think they doing with it now. But as far as like some down hard incriminating shit. I seen some shit about some gang shit in there that might have been incriminating, and then they had some shit in there where he kind of talked a little shit about talking about doing something to his mama that was in there. And he asked his mama to buy him some guns and shit. That shit that was in there. But I'm talking about as far as like some shit about the murders. They got some messages from Sack Chaser threatening to beat up Mellie and shit like that in there. From Sack Chaser. And then they got some messages from his mama saying that how you let Sack Chaser talk to me like that and shit like that there in his phone. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you want to count that, include that as motive, maybe so.
Yep. Mellie said, remember he said, I did that.
Yeah, he said I did that, but I'm gonna say something. I take that one with a grain of salt, Dream Dog, because we don't really know what he mean by I did that. I know what I think he mean. What I don't. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so
See,
this is
well, they
this.
was asking
No,
about the murder though. My bad.
no,
Yeah,
no,
they
no.
was.
You got
Yeah,
it, man.
yeah,
Go,
she right.
you can
She
get your
right.
question out.
She right. They was asking about the murders. He said they was saying something about it. You all right? And he said I did that shit. You right. You right, Dream Dog.
Okay, so everything in that phone, whatever he got in that phone, does it? Would they like you said something about the game? Would they still contain everything in the phone towards this murder? Like if he was talking about green pill, whatever he was talking about in the phone, does that applies to this murder, or would they, or can they use all that in this murder, or do they have to use something that's similar to what's going on in the murder from his phone?
Said it again, Pooh Black.
Okay, like if he talking about some top golf shit, he talking about some, gang or blood, whatever he's saying about a gang or whatever he's saying about, I'm finna go talk shit. He might say some shit like whatever he's saying that's not containing to the murder. Would they
Uh-huh.
try?
Are they trying to are they trying to use that against him? What you saying?
Yeah.
Don't seem like it because they got his mama buying him a gun, and she said that track they were saying that he got to wait. The track send him $1,000. He was gonna send $1,000 to his mama, and this nigga's a felon, and they ain't using that against him. I don't think so. What you think, Dream?
The big thing about the phone is that just proving that it's Mellie's. So maybe they're not using that stuff like directly to convict him or get him in trouble about it, but it's proven that this is your phone. This is all messages to you. So that's how it's incriminating him, and that's how it's helping the case. And that's what I think they're using that kind of stuff for, and I think that's what that stuff is good for in this case. All those pictures and stuff that they're not really, you know, they're not incriminating on their own, but they're incriminating in the fact that they're proving that this was his phone, because they were trying to say that this phone, he not the only one who use it and this, that, and the other and stuff like that, but it's only your shit on the phone. So, it's only your messages, it's only pictures of you or that you would have took and stuff like that. So, it's their whole case right now about the phone is to prove that it's Mellie's phone.
Yeah, and I actually think it's a double-edged sword too. I actually think they also using the phone slick way, trying to show the jury what type of person he is and the type of shit he involved in too. Trying to,
Oh yeah, definitely.
kind of try to paint him as a gang banger thug who do this type of shit. Like this nigga had, and then this nigga asked his mama to get him a gun. She was like, "Okay, sure, I get you the gun." And like it wasn't nothing.
Definitely.
Like it wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
so.
No, they are using it for character
Yeah,
stuff, but I mean, why not? And it's the truth though.
yeah,
He is that nigga. So
yeah.
I mean, they just showing who he really is, and he left the evidence for them to be able to do that. Even if they deleted it, or he deleted it, they could pull it up. So it's
Right.
just it's there for them to use, so they're using it.
Right.
And and it does paint a picture, and it's the picture is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about the situation that I'm looking at. It seemed like that everything is finna flip from Mellie to Bortlan because the thing that they do got on Mellie, which is incredible, but it's like you showed up to the hospital, you
Mm-hmm.
switched clothes, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have the same clothes you had on, you got gun residue on you. But the crazy part about it was he was driving, right?
Yeah.
So if he was driving, was both of them sleep or was they not sleep? It goes back to what we were saying last night, to what Trig was saying. Like if I'm asleep and I hear a gunshot pop, one of them go get up or something. But what I'm saying is, if if Juvie was at the back,
Yeah.
not saying that, not saying that who I don't know who got shot first, but one of them had to get shot first to where if Juvie got shot first, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Sack Chaser done been in this type of lifestyle before to where he fuck around and would have did something to where nah, I can't go through this or I ain't gonna say he tried to get out the car or whatever it was, but it just seemed kind of crazy though that if he was driving, if Bortlan was driving and he had the ups on Sack and Mellie had the ups on him, it just don't seem right though because when Sack got in the car from the video, he was on his phone. Now anybody know though when you on your phone, I don't know exactly what time they left, but when you on your phone these days, you really tuned into your phone.
Yeah.
You tuned in to what's going on your phone. Like you ain't really just like go doze off whatever. Then from a gangster mind point, as they say, I done already did something to homie. So I was in the studio with him. I don't know what homie got on him or I don't know what he got in that bag, man. So I'm finna be alerted. But then at the same time, it's like it's conflicted though, because if Mellie back there with him and Jude, whatever was asleep or got up, whatever, it's like it had to be some tussling somewhere. So either on, like y'all said, if he put his hand up or wherever it was at, I think by them going by the shots and them saying how close he was on them, the people that do the autopsy, they really know that if the bullet went in point blank, just like Trig said last night. And Trig work with that type of shit. So to be honest with you, Trig will be one of the guys that can explain it and break it down. Like he work inside a mortuary. Like he do that. He done dealt with bodies. Like he done went to crime scenes. So that ain't no play. He's a real live guy on YouTube that really can break that case down once it's like if he physically looking at it. Trig can break it down from point blank, like real talking. People will have to understand what he's saying because he's in that lifestyle. Him and the lady and Miss Parker that's up there with us, they both in a lifestyle like that to where like when you up there listening to them, they giving real facts. They giving facts as if they was there because they deal with bodies like if somebody got shot close up or if the bullet went in and came out from the outer. That's why when I'm up there listening to them, I don't do nothing but listen to them because they know what field that's in right there. So it's not a disagreement on how they break it down, but it's just crazy that how the whole scenario went to where even if they pulled the gun up and they were close range, you wouldn't you know if somebody behind somebody where the bullet came at?
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. Shout out Trigger Man telling me Miss Parker too. Yeah, I did know that Trig was in the life dealing with stuff like this here. That's why I do kind of know him. That's why I will say he was correct. When he said that one of them had to be woke up when the shots fired and one of them would have had to put their hands up. So from what I thought that I heard Boxhead ballistic dude say yesterday or the day before, he said that Sack Chaser was shot from the back of the head. The bullet went out in front of his head, and it looked like Sack Chaser's head was down. Maybe he was down caking on the phone, or maybe he was asleep. But he got shot first. After he got shot, the dude was insinuating because he sat down in the chair beside the black dude and tried to reenact how Juvie was acting when he was shot. Say Juvie put his hands up and he was shot through his thumb. He had a projectile through his thumb as a defensive wound. So to me, from listening to that white guy, the ballistics guy, it sounded like Zach Chaser got shot first. Sound like Mellie probably snuck the gun up to the back of his head and just shot him sneakily shot him. I don't know if he was sneak, but the dude was trying to insinuate like that.
I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about it though, man. For them
Your
to
phone
even
went out, Marie.
My phone went out.
Yeah, while you was talking.
Y'all heard me? You hear me now?
I can hear you.
So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that ballistics guy, what he said, what it sounded like, what he said was, he sounded like he said that Zach Chase was shot first from the back of the head, and the bullet went out in front of his forehead. But it seemed like Zach Chaser was leaning down, like either he was asleep or we did see him on the phone. Maybe he was caking with his head on the window, had the phone in his on his head, and he was talking to a broad. Who knows? But we ain't hear nothing about no broad saying or nobody saying that they was on the phone sack chasing when they heard the shots. But the ballistics guy, whatever, he insinuated that Sack Chaser was asleep. I'm with you. It sounds kind of crazy, but that he would be asleep when he seemed so alert when he was getting into that car. But they say he was asleep. So how I'm picturing it, Sack Chase asleep, got his head leaned over to the right, leaned over on the door, on the window. Mellie sneaked the gun up to the back of his neck, pull the trigger. Bam! Bullet go through the back of his head. When he do that, Juvie wake up. He immediately put a gun on Juvie. Juvie shocked, put his hands up. He shoot Juvie in the hand. Bow. Then shoot Juvie in the cheek. Bow. Kill him like that. That's how I think it happened.
And you know what, Marita boy? Check
Yeah.
this out. What's so crazy about it? I'm not gonna put no gangster package on Bortlan or Mellie, but if it was to come to the gangsterism, though, I might gotta go with Mellie because Mellie done been down for situations like that. Now it goes back to that video when he said when they said he was snitching or whatever. Go back to that video when they said, damn man, what happened? He was telling what happened, and he was like, he took the gun from them and started shooting. So the dude was like, you mean you tell me you took somebody else's gun? Well, where the gun at? He was like, I don't know. I just threw it down. So when it comes to which one of them probably a shooter, I maybe would go with Mellie. But check this out though. Okay, if it was gonna be a drive-by and both of them got shot, how they got shot from the side, one got shot in the head. You mean to tell me if somebody did a drive-by, they shot from the back and then shot on the side, why when they got shot from the back, why only that right side got hit? Because
Right.
if I'm shooting and I'm after my ops, I'm shooting the whole car. So what they did was so dumb. When they shot the back window out, y'all shot the back window out, but why did the shots go all on one side? So basically, y'all saying was they shot from the back and a bullet hit Juvie and then it hit Sack Chaser. That's coming from straight back if they shot from the back. Now, if I'm gonna go on the side, that means everything on the side gonna get hit. That means even if it hit on the side, why y'all two on the left side, which is the driver and Mellie, why did now bullet, now scrape, nothing touch y'all? Even when you went to go check them out, boy, and went to the hospital, why did nothing happen to you? Like, why you ain't got a mark
Right.
on you? So that right there is what's gonna throw the case out right there to where I've been hearing certain people say that just wait. It ain't over yet. They ain't got all the way down there, just like how my boy Trigg said. Right now we're on an appetizer. They ain't got to the dinner yet. So it's like if that was the case, all them shots on the side, which was a goofy move. Did they shoot them? Did they pull them out the car? Because I heard you say something about letting did they pull them out the car and then put them back in the car? Because damn, they supposed to have like 14 or 15 shots on them. And if it's 7 bullets went in the back, at least 4 or 5 supposed to be on the side of them and or Mellie, shit, Mellie, it supposed to went, if it went through them and came at her, I ain't never just saw too many bullets where it just went in one way and it just stayed there. Usually these youngsters got them big old pistols, bro, to where when they shoot them to where they coming out. So you mean to tell me y'all they ducking game that ferocious? Come on, man.
Right. And on top of this, you're right. You definitely right, Pooh Black. And another thing, the police, when they did the fake drive-by, they had Mellie's door was open. So he was out when he got out the car to go around the car to do the drive-by, he left his door open. And how they know this is because one of the bullets went through Juvie door from right to left and got lost in the door jam of Mellie's door. Now, if Mellie door would have been closed, it would have just went through Mellie door. You see what I'm saying? And possibly that should have been a bullet that should have hit Mellie too if you were sitting in the car with a drive-by. But so that's how the police know that Mellie's door was open. On top of this, those boys got shots in them that happened after they were dead. So they knew that a drive-by didn't kill them because they know that the shots that killed them was the shots that happened inside the car. And Juvie did have bullet holes in his leg from the fake drive-by. You get what I'm saying? So Juvie had, I think, about 9, 10, 12 holes in him. If I'm not mistaken, he had a lot of holes.
Bam. That's it right there.
Yeah.
So basically, because Juvie and Sack Chaser ain't no weak niggas. I don't even know them, but I can already tell that they not weak niggas. So you mean to tell me, once they already hit them in the car, them goofy niggas got out the car and shot up the car, which, let's say it like this. If Mellie shot them in the inside, that mean Bortlan got out and shot the car up then, because you one got gun residue on you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the gun residue they had on it, I'm gonna say this too. That shit threw me for a loop because I read a lot of that paperwork and I ain't know shit about no gun residue on him until I heard his lawyer said, Mellie's lawyer said they opened a statement. But they say what happened was when they tested him at the hospital, they did a field test. They said that the test was negative. But they say when they took the test to the lab, it was a positive. So, but I'm gonna say this. I heard y'all saying this too last night, and I agree with y'all, Pooh Black. If it's me and I kill somebody and you with me, I'm making you shoot them too. I'm sorry, I'm making you shoot them too. I'm gonna shoot you. I need both our hands to be dirty in this here.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so did Bortlan shoot up the car? Damn, I don't know.
Maybe at least one bullet or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, it's kind of crazy that one of them text messages did say, "Well, bitch, I gotta take you with me. You saved my life, bro. I gotta take you with me."
Right.
Like when you on something like that, let's take it back to the streets. When you on something like that right there, that means I'm finna look out for this bro. I'm finna take care of him. I'm finna take care of his people. I'm finna take care of everything. Cause bro, I really was out of there, bro. But you saved my life though. Even though it was some unorganized work, you saved my life, bro. So how many shots did Sack Chaser have on him from the right side?
I think it was like 2, right, Dream Dog?
I
How
don't
many shots
recall.
was in the car?
I feel like they said that Juvie got more than Sack did, but Sack got the headshot, the straight up like the back to front headshot.
Yeah, I think what he got like 2 or 3. It wasn't that many.
Right. It wasn't that many for Sack, but Juvie there shot up.
Right.
So Sack Chaser got shot on the rear side of his neck.
Yes.
Okay. So he got shot on the rear side of his neck, and then he had a shot on the side of his right side body, correct?
Yep, correct.
Okay. So that means them niggas so goofy. So that means the niggas that shot the drive-by allegedly, they aim is so good, so dark in the tent, late nights, they actually organized they shooting and just shot him in the neck and then turned around and came on the side. Just like they said, there had to been a nigga in the car from the left side with the right hand to shoot right there.
And Juvie had stifling on his face, which is like the muzzle flash from the burn from a close proximity from the shot in his cheek. and he was shot from left to right, not right to left, like they say in the drive-by was.
Check this out, Marita. I had a client. I had a client, man, where he had to go do some time because they had did a robbery somewhere, and the dude came out shooting. And while the dude was shooting, the dude that they was one of the dudes was pulling my partner, pulling him towards the car, but he had the gun in his left hand, and he left-handed. So the people was trying to say that the man shot him. So when they took it to the lab and took the test and checked it out, they actually saw that when homie was pulling him, homie still had the gun in his left hand. So he accidentally shot him.
Mm,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they had tried to charge the old school dude because one or two dudes got shot, but he was coming out the house shooting. But the shot came, the kill shot came from now the dude did shoot him, but the kill came from homie pulling him from the left because he had the gun still in his hand while he was pulling him and accidentally shot him.
Dang.
So what I'm saying is, if a nigga gonna shoot the car, they gonna shoot the whole car up and not just shoot one side. If they gonna shoot the back up, that mean, Mellie, your ducking game is better than the way you rap. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. So while that's going on, Bortlan still driving unless they pulled over because it would have been a fight. But you still driving. So as you still driving, the shit going on. Ain't no way you finna still be driving with your left hand and pull a gun on the right hand because Sack Chaser bigger than you. He would have pushed your ass through that door. So
Mm-hmm.
it had to be in where Mellie did what he was doing and Bortlan had to get out the car and then go shoot the window up and then shoot them on the side while they was still dead. Because if Juvie got shot that many times, that means whatever gun they had, that hoe still had a lot of bullets still in the chamber. To where when it got the Sack Chaser, probably with 2 or 3 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, this right here pretty. This right here is this right here, man, is gonna be a critical. This gonna be a nice. This right here, shit. I don't know about 4th of July, but shit, when they come back, shit, the courthouse gonna have some firecrackers in there, cause it's finna be
Yeah.
some shit blow up in there, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this too. That we got to get that nigga. I'm saying that nigga Mellie got to be pretty quick with that pistol too, because I think them boys were shot seconds behind each other. You feel what I'm saying?
Go back to what I just said a while ago. Go back to the old video when he said when he told the law, I took the gun. He was like, "How you take the gun?" He was like, I took his gun from him. So he
Yeah.
had already had gangster stories on what he know how to do with the pistol. He
Yeah.
know how to play with the pistol.
Hell yeah. That nigga hands got to be quick, boy. I'm telling you, because you know Juvie woke up once he heard the shot. And Juvie put his hands up. That's how he got shot in the hand. And then the next shot was in the cheek. All this shit had to be happening quick. I mean, it can happen quick. It don't take that long to do it, but damn.
I think, look, next time you talk to Trigg, go over because I'm pretty sure you smart and your chair pretty smart with it too. You need to get Miss Parker and Trigg up, and I guarantee you'll get some real thorough answers on certain moves on how certain shit go, because it's, like I said, it's really a rocket scientist to how they look at it. But to us, we just being skeptical on
Right.
what was going on. You get what I'm saying? We just going on what we hearing. But once I saw Bortlan walk in the court and I saw what was going on, I said, oh yeah, it's finna be some shit shook up. Something finna get shook up. That
Yeah.
whatever they doing, they finna shake something up. Because they trying to get him extended time or whatever it is, but it seemed like he gonna have to come in and testify if he want to save his life. It don't seem like he can do what Mellie doing, because it goes back to the XXX extension trial when all 4 of them was up there and the big dude came up there and spit out everything on what happened. Just think about it. Just like I had said a while ago, for them to bring just Mellie in there and don't bring both of them in there, because usually on a murder case, You go bring the two killers, the two shooters in there so y'all can get an understanding of what's going on. But for some reason, they separate this trial right here. And then you got Track, you got Mellie Mama, you got Mellie girl, ex-girlfriend T. John, and you got Mellie girl. You got 4 credible witnesses that can close the case. Because is it true that if you don't got a murder weapon, it's no case?
Hell no, you still can get you can still get a murder. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
I'm just trying to make sure. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'm just asking from a subscriber. I'm just asking.
Yeah, it's a dude. I'm telling you, the dude that got they got him for killing his wife. They don't got no body. They don't got no murder weapon. They still ain't found her. Only thing they found was they pinged his phone going to the Everglades. That motherfucker in Florida County, the Florida State institutions right now. He's in jail right now for murder, and they never found the body. Never got a murder weapon.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Marita, I appreciate you, man. I'm finna jump back up in this chat, man. I'm finna finish cut, but I'm on to you, bro.
Man, I appreciate you, Pooh Black. Boy, you had some great questions, man. Your questions real thought out. You welcome to come back anytime, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Salute you, man.
Man, salute to you too, man.
Salute you too, man.
All right. 1400 OG, what up? I see you, my nigga. What's up, Unspoken Crime, man? What, you want to jump in the chat, Unspoken? I mean, you want to jump on the panel, Unspoken? You don't mess with your boy, dog. You don't even mess with your boy like that, dog. You don't even mess with your boy Marita boy like that, Unspoken. I just dropped the link, dog. Just dropped the link. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you today, goddammit. Come on up, bro. 1400 OG, you come up too. You want to? Hey, Kenny, shout out to Kenny. Drink, dog. You still washing your hair? Yeah, she washing her hair. She just listening to me, but then she clicked back in. There go my boy Unspoken. What's good, man?
What's good, brother?
What's good? What you were saying in the chat, man? I just figured I'd rather bring you up here. That way you can get your thoughts out, man. You can just speak on it.
Nah, I just be cheerleading in the comments, man. I don't be doing too much, man.
Yeah. But you're right, though, man. It's people that's been convicted less. That's why I keep trying to tell people about this. Listen, I'd have been in the courtroom with they talk about the reasonable doubt and all that. Let me tell you something. Reasonable doubt is in a perfect world. That's what they tell you supposed to happen now. But reasonable doubt, I hear you, bro. What's up? But reasonable doubt is not that shit don't go off like that. That shit don't happen like that. What happens is the jury goes off of what they think most likely happened. That's how they convict your ass, off of what they think most likely happened. If the prosecutor can paint you as this most likely happened, then not, your ass gonna get convicted in there. Reasonable doubt, that shit is a myth. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
And Marie, let me say this though about the reasonable doubt, and I'm gonna say something too as to why Mellie's attorney is probably pushing this narrative. See, we get so caught up in the trial and what's going on now. You got to think about this, a marathon. You know what I'm saying? So Mellie attorney could be possibly looking at, okay, y'all can find him guilty, but you got to think about on the appeal, and the appeal goes to the Supreme Court. That ain't got nothing to do with no jury and all that. The Supreme Court go by the rule of law, and a lot of times, just to get the conviction, a lot of rule of law get overlooked. And reasonable doubt is very serious because I beat 2 M1s with reasonable doubt. It's just how it's applied, and it's a court. And you got to think about this case is why it's a worldwide case down there. So the state attorney not trying to look bad at all. They're not trying to look bad by losing this case on a big level like this. But when my opinion only, I think Mellie attorney trying to set up or bring about that reasonable doubt thing to the point where if I have to come back on the field, then I can get a good chance of beating it on the field. A lot of people don't know when people get locked up, it's dudes in there with paperwork. I'm talking about jailhouse lawyers whooping the pills, bro.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
They whooping them, bro. So don't get caught up in the conviction. You know what I'm saying? Because we see a lot of people come back right now, coming back from doing a dub, doing 10, and I gave it back. My cousin gave back 45 years.
Shit,
You feel me?
Zarek had 30 years and gave them all back.
And give it all back, bro. So sometimes it just be it's for the aesthetic of how things look. They want to look like, yeah, we got this gangster rap off the streets and this, that, and the third. We doing our job in Florida. But come on, you know what I'm saying? Is the conviction gonna stick? Do you have a valid case where it stick?
Right. Definitely. I'm gonna say this. I definitely believe that he got enough to actually come back on appeal on, and appeal gonna be filed as soon as he gets found guilty.
As soon as he immediately in the attorney work, they assault gonna do it.
Yeah.
But Bortlan ass fried.
He fried.
Bro, you cannot show up at these people emergency room with 2 dead bodies come out of drive-by, man. At least you accessory to after the fact. That's at minimum.
Right.
And we already know what accessory get. They get more than the motherfucker who did it.
Hey yo, what exactly was he in court for?
Who that?
He had a hearing either today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. He had a hearing.
Yeah, what was he in court for? Unspoken.
I think they wanted to approve for him to go to church, and they wanted to approve for him to go to studio.
To go to work.
Yeah. But the judge denied that shit.
They denied it off the flood.
So what they got Bortlan right now, what is his what was the whole purpose of even bringing him into court? To try to scare Mellie like he was gonna tell?
His lawyer filed a motion for like work and church. He wanted to get some shit approved, and the judge was like, hell nah.
So all of a sudden you want to go to church and work after motherfucker get found, motherfucker dead. You want to go to church and work now.
After 4.5 years, that
you want to pray Lord and get your taxes took out the check now. Come on, man. These people out of control, man.
I believe they said that nigga
go to trial. And
now
you
November,
want to go to work in church. Come on, man.
Yeah, like the best. I'm gonna tell you now. Bortlan is the key to Mellie whole thing right now, because you got to think the phone put Mellie at the scene, but the phone was being used after he was booked.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that phone putting him at the scene ain't as accurate as you would think.
Yes, it is. Yeah, let me tell you how.
If you book and your phone's still being used, that means somebody else obviously got the phone or could have had the phone.
Hold on, let me tell you how. They got the video of him leaving the studio with the phone in his hand. They also tracked all three of them phones, and realized that car never stopped unless it stopped at a red light. But hold on, let me tell you how you know he still had the phone. Because after the murders, when they got Bortlan, they got Sack Chase and Juvie phone separated from his phone at like 4:32 a.m. Right after that, FaceTime his girlfriend and her mama, the same lady that got on the stand, say, I don't remember. They did get her to say this. She said she saw Mellie's face on that phone when her daughter called Mellie that night. That's how she knows to take her daughter to Fredo's Brain House to meet up with Mellie. So that put the phone still in his hand. They got the phone in his hand, getting into the car. They got the phone in the car in Alligator Alley. They got the phone leaving from Sack Chase and Juvie phone when Bortlan turned into the hospital. 3 minutes before Bortlan turned to the hospital, Mellie got out the car. They got him making the phone call on the phone, FaceTiming to the girl, and they even got him dropping his location to Fredo Bang. Hell yeah, that phone is in his
But you got to think about this right here. All right, the phone at the scene or whatever, but how they change clothes then? How they get up? How they stop? I'm talking about how they change all these clothes.
He just put a jacket on.
He put a jacket on. Yes, sir. You're right. They could have already had that already in the backpack in the car.
And he had blood. He had blood on his shirt and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just got a shirt at the back of that car and put that bitch over him. You know what I'm saying? That's what that lady shouldn't have never said. She shouldn't have never said that I seen Mellie face on that FaceTime. But that's what she said. She said that on the stand.
Yeah, she was cooperating at first.
Somebody got a bad echo.
But they
I ain't gonna even lie. I'm at the gig. Y'all, my bad. I'm messing up the reception.
You good? What's this?
Now you remember they had locked her up because they couldn't find her at one point in time. So she was trying to go to the islands or something under a fake name
Well,
or
she
something
went.
like
She
that.
went. Well, she
did
actually
go.
went to the island. See, I got the backstory on that. I been knew she was hiding in the islands.
She could be deemed a hostile witness then.
They paid her to
They
go
didn't
down there to
treat her
the
as
island.
such,
They
though.
told her that she said that in her statement that they didn't want to let in. They said they're gonna take care of her to after the trial. So if I'm guessing that the money stopped flowing while she was down there in the islands, and that's when she made that thread on Instagram, pretty much because she said she couldn't get in contact with nobody, and it was, she had done left her
She
job
said
to
she
go.
was gonna tell on their ass.
Okay, all right. Think about this right here. It's proven that she already it's proven that she said that she been paid, right?
It ain't proof. Well, they proved that it was a
Okay.
Nah, they had them bank
$5,000.
statements.
Okay, so why she couldn't have been why she couldn't have been paid to say what she said?
We know she well. I mean, I'm just
I'm talking about again. I'm talking about if you're looking at it from the defense, she could have been paid to say, yeah, Mellie was on the phone.
Yeah, I don't think they came with that approach though, because she
But
was
that's what I'm
already.
saying. It's all about
Yeah, they'll come
reasonable
with that
doubt.
approach.
That's all you want to do is create reasonable doubt.
No. Listen. The reasonable doubt is for the appeal. Trust me. I'm gonna walk this through this. Tory Lanez had reasonable doubt. That girl, what her name, Kelsey, they found gunpowder residue on her hand. She initially gave.
They'll be gone soon.
She initially gave a statement and said that Tory did it. However, that night she got on the stand and recanted that statement, and they found when they tested her, she had gunpowder residue on her hand. Meg said she never saw who shot her. You feel what I'm saying? That's reasonable doubt. How you get gunpowder residue on your hand?
Did they find any on Mellie or Bortlan?
They found it on Bortlan, but they never tested
Mellie
Mellie.
never went to the hospital.
They ain't get.
Okay, then. So you can't actually say he had a gun in his hand. Then.
I hear you. But the only reason
you got to have evidence that gun was in your hand.
Well, what they put it is how they trying to put it that it's in his hand is that they were shot from the back. They were shot in the back seat.
Yeah.
Bortlan was in the front seat, and Mellie's phone was in the back seat. You feel what I'm saying?
But you got to think that's just you think about where the phone at as opposed to where the body at.
Okay, so Mellie gave up. So Mellie, in that
they got a video of him getting
would have had to Bortlan his phone. Tell Bortlan, you sit in the back seat, you shoot him. I'm gonna sit in the front seat because the back seat didn't have no blood on it. That's how they knew somebody was sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they knew the trajectory from the bullets. They went from back to front. So in that case, Mellie gave Bortlan his phone. Hey, nigga, you sit in the back seat, you shoot him, and then I'm gonna sit in the front seat. Maybe that happened. That's the only way.
You know what though, bro? I'm gonna tell you some real shit. You know who could actually save Mellie?
Bortlan?
Nope. Fredo.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think, based off his deposition,
he don't want to get
involved. Yeah.
Yeah, but he the one can actually he the one that actually can free Mellie though.
Yeah, because they want him to come to trial now. They stated that at the end they was like, oh, we trying to get him, but his lawyer was like, they can't get nobody.
Got both of them. Man, if he show up, they got both of them.
But see, the thing is, one thing about it, they don't need the gun and all this shit. The only thing they need to do is paint a picture, and that's what they doing right now. They painting the picture.
Yeah. I understand what y'all saying. That's gonna get him convicted for now. But when he come back on the pill, it's out of there, bro.
Yeah, but that could be 30 years from now.
And it can also be 4. It could be 5 years. You got money. You got money involved.
Listen, I will agree this. I will concede that I do think he got good ground for the appeal.
Yeah, even the shit with the detective wearing the mask one day, not wearing the mask the next day, but right now, in the beginning, it looked like because they was trying to the attorney, the prosecutors had trouble trying to paint that picture, but now it's looking spooky.
I think the prosecutors they slipped out the gate. They would if they would have charged Mellie with being accessory, he was out of there off the rip. Because you ain't got to prove that much. But they trying to actually prove that he did it. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree they slipped. And they should have charged them together and should have kept them together.
Yeah, exactly. Or conspiracy to commit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
all
but
we
see,
got to
that
do
was a
then is
tactic for them to turn against each other. Because notice in the
it ain't
opening
work.
statements, his lawyer was like, "Well, he had gunpowder residue on his hands." So what you think Bortlan lawyer going to do when they in trial in the opening statements? They going to say, "Well, Mellie was already convicted, so it couldn't be my client." You never really know. But in the
Yeah,
beginning,
Yeah,
they
you
pointing
right.
fingers at each other. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, I
You
agree.
right.
Yeah.
If I'm Bortlan lawyer, that's what I'm
Uh,
saying.
yeah, that's the
Mm-hmm.
only way, bro. Because if Mellie, that's the only way Mellie would have to get convicted. Because if he don't, then it don't look. I don't know. It looks bad and it looks good for Borland. You know, if it go, you know what I'm
It look,
saying? If
yeah.
it goes,
I think Bortlan really fried, bro. Once you showed up to the hospital with them dead body, you
It's
fried,
over
bro.
with. They should have both ran out the car and you know what I mean and
In
pop
my
up the next
opinion,
day.
bro. My opinion, I would have just set the whole car file, the phones in there and everything.
Yeah,
Everything,
because
everything.
science, you can't beat science, man. I don't give a fuck. That detective, the sergeant, the other day was breaking that shit down. You can't beat that.
nah,
No,
you
they
can't
did.
do
Well, this wasn't a drive-by. They could tell by the stipplings on the side of the car
They could tell,
whether the
yeah, they
car
could
was
tell by the
moving or not.
bullets.
Like, come on, man. You can't
And
Well,
beat that.
if the shooter was moving or not. So if the
Yeah.
shooter was sitting stationary while he was shooting at the car, it's gonna look like some regular old little bullets. But if he was moving at a certain speed, then you know shit is gonna look like the keyholes, like he was explaining.
and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say this too. Where they fucked up at too, the drive-by shot, they should have lined it up with the field shot. They didn't.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should have. Melly should have got out the car and shot them. You know what I'm saying? He
You
should have.
should have stood behind the same angle you was at in the car. You should have got right there and scooped down outside the car
Yes.
and
Yeah,
did the
but
same thing.
who's to say that the boys would have woke up? You feel the car stop and shit, and allegedly
But this
Judy
my
got a
thing
gun
though.
on.
All of us know when you leave a
That would have
studio,
been
you at the
smart.
studio rapping, it's heavy drugs and lean involved. I
Yeah.
think them dudes was under the influence.
Well,
They were.
they were
They
saying
were.
that they did the toxicology. They had lean, they had
Yeah.
Xanax, they had liquor, all this, and they
Hold
said
on. Go
They
back.
had weed in the car.
Go back. You said the second one was what? Xanax?
Xanax. Yeah.
What do Xanax make you do? They
Sleep.
make you black out. They make you black out.
Mm-hmm.
On
You don't
top
just
of
sleep, you
lean,
black out.
yeah,
On,
on top of lean, nigga,
Yeah.
you ain't
okay.
wait, you gone.
Think about this. If I know what I'm finna do to y'all, I'll be the one giving y'all a lot of it in the
Oh
studio.
yeah,
And man, hit this
that's a
again.
fact.
Drink this some more.
That's a fact,
Hey,
nigga.
Bortlan, don't hit that. Just chill, bro. You the
Pop
designated driver.
another one,
Don't
my
do
nigga.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
pop
pop
one
another
moment.
one,
I'm
my
finna
nigga.
go ham.
Come on.
I
You ain't
feel
gonna
a
pop
platinum
one with
hit.
me. Exactly. You ain't gonna pop one with me, my nigga.
Whole time you telling Bortlan, hey, don't do nothing, man. You the designated driver. We don't need you hot. Just chill.
Yeah.
Borland already knew what the play was, though.
Yeah. He
That's
knew
what I'm
the
saying. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just giving context in the studio, y'all
So,
vibing, jigging. Hey,
so
nah, bro, you ain't finna pop off, man. Hey, Jude, man, take one more with you scared, man. Lean with me. You know what I'm saying? Pull that, do stuff away. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's the platinum tonight? It's the platinum party tonight. We leave here,
on
we
top
finna go
of
get
y'all
these little
smoke.
oodles. We finna go turn up, get some oodles and turn up. You feel me?
How
Them
much
boys
time?
thinking they finna
How much time is Bortlan facing?
He facing life.
life.
Facing life,
You done been in there with Florida. You know what's up with them with anything dealing with a pistol.
Mm-mm.
Anything dealing with a body, you know.
Yeah, that's
Matter of fact,
life.
Two
I ain't gonna even lie to
motherfucking
you.
bodies.
What's the difference between getting life and getting 40 years? It ain't too much difference.
Damn sure ain't.
You
He a
got
walking
What that?
zombie right now.
you got a
Hey
day.
Marita, you know what that rule say in Florida? 10, 20, what?
Life. I'm gonna
That-
say this too. Mellie ain't have no choice but to go to trial though. If they offering you life, you might as well go to trial. You ain't no, I'm
Yeah, you
never
might
gonna
as
sign a
well.
plea for life.
I
You
don't
sign
even think they offered him a plea.
right.
I
I'm
don't think.
never
Yeah, I
because
don't think
once you
neither
sign
one of
that
them
plea,
got offered anything.
right. Once you sign that plea, you don't got no grounds for no appeal or nothing. So you got to
Yeah,
go to
you did
trial.
that right away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you
yeah,
have
you'll
to
be
go to
better off
trial.
telling your attorney just go and get your suit ready.
Yeah.
For real.
And
Right.
I'm gonna tell you some
Appeal.
real
He
too.
got good
He should have
lawyers though. David
Yeah.
he
Howard
should have cut them dreads. He should have cut his dreads.
Yeah, he should have too. I believe that too. Because it's
Yeah.
all
He
about
already
image
looks
when you go
skinny.
to court.
You gotta
Exactly.
You
cut them
black,
in.
you got
You
tattoos on
Exactly.
gotta
your
cut them
face, you a
anyway.
Yeah.
rapper.
Exactly. You're gonna have to chalk
Bro,
them
you
bitches
gonna
in.
have to
But
cut
not
them
only that,
hoes anyway
you
when
gotta
you go to
think
the
about it.
penitentiary.
Yeah, when you go to
Mellie
state
looking sick.
Florida State, they gonna chop them bitches off anyway. So he might
Yep.
as well
Oh,
like, hey, look.
you ain't got to tell me, man.
That's
I
what I
had a
said.
bald head in that bitch for about 10 years. What's 07 to
Shine your
17? They were
shit.
chopping my shit. Man, they had I went
That's
and they
pretty
going
much
against the
any
grain.
state. That's pretty much any state that's in the South, from Texas to Florida. They cleaning your shit bald, nigga.
Yeah, they cut
Yeah,
them
you
up.
finna. Well, your ass
Yeah,
finna look
I
like you was
agree.
just born.
He should have cut his hair too, man. I agree with that.
And
That
you
shit
finna have the
play.
booty face in that bitch. You finna have the butt naked head and the booty face.
Bro,
But
they
I
You
think
finna look.
they got a young
And you
girl on a jury panel.
114 pounds.
It's a young. I
That's
think it's a
why I say he should have
young
cut his
girl.
dreads. Say that
Yeah.
again. Who said that? Who said he was 114 pounds? Who said he 114 pounds?
He is. He won 20.
That's why he should have cut his dreads. How threatening do you look at 114 with a bald head with pink lips?
Right. Right.
But you got all these face tattoos and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? So that
But
don't help.
but the hair, but no, they should do dreads make you look totally different, bro.
They do. They do.
That's a fact. 100%.
Everybody
I
you can cut
know
it.
what you mean.
Think about it. Just go look at Marita old pictures and then look at him now.
Yeah.
Bro, look like right now. He look like
dreads right now. So I know exactly what you mean. I know how I used to look without them hoes. So yeah.
Yeah. So if he cut them dreads right now, Mellie look like he's 17 years old in that bitch.
Yeah, he gonna look like a little boy up in there.
Like a little
That's
kid.
a fact. But like
And
I said,
then you got to think. But that don't mean that because you got women up there with kids by his age. So they looking at, oh, this could be my son. You got to play with the heartstrings. This shit about your life. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't about going in there trying to be a gangster. I ain't got the frown. I'm hold my own. No, you might want to look vulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm
glad you said that. I got a question. How much do we think that they say they got quite a few women on that jury? How do you think that's gonna play into his possible sentencing? Like whether he gonna get found guilty or not? You think the women gonna be more,
right now he out of there because he playing game.
You know, sympathy play a part too. After they had a juvie mom on the stand,
man.
And man, that shit play a big part. That shit hit people's hearts, bro.
Especially women.
Yeah.
But think about this right here. It don't help when they talk about this Mellie over there sniggling and giggling, and you already got
like
these dreads
his
hanging.
lawyer, look, bro, his lawyer should have told him, man, you don't go in there with smiling. You don't go there. Ain't shit funny if they got your life. These crackers got your life on the line. Yeah.
Brian, I ain't even lie to you, man.
Raven Liberty was smiling with him like, what's so funny? Y'all on trial for a double homicide. They trying to give you the death. What the fuck is so funny? It ain't nothing funny.
If anything, I'll be in that bitch looking dead serious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about grown man face on.
Fake prayer shit.
Yeah, kissing in the air. That shit.
Yeah,
that give you serial killer vibes, man. Serial killers go in there. They know they did it, and they take the shit to trial, and they do weird shit in court. Write shit on their shirts, cut their face. That's what serial killers
all
do.
that weird shit.
Yeah,
because
come on, man.
I think Mellie was influenced by a lot of them little rapper dudes from other states, mainly Chicago and Baton Rouge, and I think he was trying to live up under that image, and you see how it play out. Like for real, you see how it play out. If it's 10 robbers and you get around them, you're gonna be the 11th robber.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's 10 dudes who got a job and you get around them, you're gonna be the 11th point with a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just how usually how it goes. Just think about some of the names that were mentioned with who he was rocking with like that. Even up to my little partner Glock 9. You see how that played out, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no coincidence that all these little dudes that were vibing with the same thing kind of going out the same way.
Yeah. But niggas don't understand. And Florida do not fuck off at all. They don't play around.
You ain't got to tell me, man. I done been up and down. I've been one. Hey, 07 to 17.
So I got another question. Since the piggyback on what you just said, unspoken. How much do in this case that they done took 4 years to bring this case to trial? Meaning they done spent a lot of money. How much do that play into him possibly being convicted?
That play a big part. Cause I think the state looking at it, cause you gotta think all them expert witnesses, you gotta think records requests, paying people to go visit the scene, like all of that is a payroll. In fact, I think like doctors testifying, the reason why they come as experts is because they get paid a lot more. So it ain't no telling how much money they have already spent on investigation purposes. and that plays a big part. That's why the panel, they try to balance out the panel. Even like white women could be a detriment to his guilty verdict. Like most people that's on the panel some of them been victims of a crime. Some of them know people, don't know nobody in prison. Some of them, it's just different walks of life.
I'm gonna push back on the one what you said about the white women, and I'm talking about from my experience only right now. Older white women tend to think like what you're saying. Younger white women are more lenient and more understanding.
Oh yeah.
That's why they're more understanding because they have more experience with outside of their communities.
Yeah.
They have they have.
My bad.
Go ahead. I'm with you, bro.
No, I had just thought of something. I don't want to run you off track. But I agree. I agree with you too. But what could have saved Mellie, right? Think about it like this. If they knew Bortlan and Mellie was involved, right? What it could have saved Mellie is if Bortlan would have just got on the stand and because he already fucked. If he would have just got on stand and say, "Oh, he ain't got nothing to do with it. I did it." It would have been a different outlook as far as the whole investigation. But right now, when they brought science into it, when they brought that sergeant and they had that lady, the doctor with the mask on was like, this was not a drive-by. They had the sergeant saying this was not a drive-by. Bortlan could easy get Mellie up out of this situation by just admitting to it. Because they both got nooses in their hand. They're gonna hang themselves anyway. You feel me?
But I ain't gonna lie, who really? You got to think at first they was smart the death penalty. Who kind of like really run up and get that needle?
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna tell you this right here too now, and this kind of goes into the psychology of Mellie. You got money, right? You got influence. So 9 times out of 10, you probably could have paid Bortlan to do it. So a certain part of you wanting to do it yourself. It's a certain satisfaction came from, I want to do this myself.
Yeah.
And that's how the state looking at that too. Like part of the things that goes into the state's reckoning. Did you do it with a depraved mind?
Okay, so look, let me ask you, right? Because I've been watching it every day, but sometimes I miss like an hour or two, right? So where are they saying Mellie was during the situation?
Well,
there you go.
Okay, good question.
That's a great question.
I noticed they never argued about that shit. I've been watching this shit every morning, and I don't see the defense saying that Mellie was at this like an alibi, basically.
He need one because we seen you get in that car, so you got to say you got out that car at some point.
Yeah,
that's why I say Fredo was the only one that could really down there save because that's his alibi. But the thing is, Fredo made it. I think they're gonna double back on him because you had to be at that scene at some point to get him.
Now, the original argument was that he got out the car and they jumped into another vehicle, which was that red vehicle. But if that's true, why isn't the defense calling anybody as a witness verifying that Mellie was out of the red?
Because they know they either they know the truth or they know they could kind of like sink him. It's probably more detrimental than good to put him up there.
So they tried to get. That's what they were talking about in the court the other day when the court ended. Dontavius Withers and the dude last name I think Glass.
Jacoby Mills or something like that.
Huh?
Dontavius is YNW Taliban. Jacoby Mills is somebody that was in that vehicle.
And the other guy, they're trying to get them to come to court, but they say they don't believe they're gonna come to court. And those guys that was in that red Mitsubishi, but
exactly.
But how they know that story was BS is because they tracked the red Mitsubishi, and the red Mitsubishi never stopped anywhere. And they actually got the surveillance video of the red Mitsubishi pulling back into Mellie's crib. That car went straight from the studio to Mellie's crib. So they could bring one of them guys, but those guys, they don't want to testify because they feel like they're going to be snitching. But yeah.
I think one of them got a deposition today. Whoever Withers is.
Yeah.
He said he got a deposition today. So we're going to see They might do this shit on Zoom. I don't know. We're gonna see if
Yeah, I
they
heard him
are
say
current.
something about Zoom, but you're right though, unspoken. They're gonna have to explain if he wasn't in that car, where was he? Where did he get out the car? His lawyers need to say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they not, you got to think it's something they know that we not privy to.
Yeah.
And they don't want them to get on stand and crack that nut, and then everything fall apart.
Fall apart, yeah. And but see,
So you got
jurors
to think
got
about it
common
right now.
sense like we do. You feel me?
You
The
damn
jurors
sure right
got
about
common
that, boy.
Say that again.
You're right.
yeah. They got common sense like we do. Yeah, they had a fucked up witness, but it's just common sense. Like, hold on, she lying about something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have to verify. It went the way it was supposed to went. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she deliberately acted like that because she didn't want to be exposed, or they might still be paying her or whatever. But it's common sense to see in the messages that she pulled up. Yeah, she got reprimanded, whatever, but it's common sense. Like, hold on, nah, she lying. You feel me? Everybody, we all got our tuitions when we know somebody lying about something, and that lady was lying. It was plain and simple.
Especially if you got kids. Like you say, go back to the women on the panel. They got children. They used to the children lying to them. Most mothers can look at body language and tell right then that you lying about it.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, the best thing that's happening for Mellie is happening right now. A lot of people just don't know. It's go back to reasonable doubt. It'd be different if we sit here with all this information and say, you know what, Mellie can't get from around that shit. I don't see how no. Right now we playing tug of war, and we from the streets and all different types of walks of life. So just imagine and then think about this too. I hate to deviate. The foreman in the jury is the most important person.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of foreman you got to run the jury? Are they a pushover? Are they a leader? Are they gonna stand? Because some people will be like, well, we got 5 people saying this, and the other person to just go with what they say, just to not be a hindrance.
Mm-hmm.
You want that one person in there that's just gonna say, you know what? No, I don't like this evidence. I'm gonna stick to it. I don't care if we got the hung jury. I'm not changing.
Right. Hey, I got a question though. So we're gonna do a reasonable doubt test right here. I agree that it's reasonable doubt. I agree. Now check this out. Knowing what you know now in this case up to this point, would you vote guilty for him or innocent?
On which charge? Just the murder? On
the murder, yes.
Me personally, I ain't gonna even lie. Mellie has to be out of her.
What you say, unspoken?
Nah, I'm gonna say he guilty, and the reason why I say that is because, like, at first I was when the case was playing out, I was like, damn, I don't know. He might not be found guilty. You feel me? But as time went on, when that detective testified, and he did an example where he sprayed that little chair, and they cut off the lights, and you could see the outline of someone was sitting in that seat during the homicide because the back blow was on. There was gun powder residue inside the vehicle, and the back blow was had an outline on the ceiling in the seat. It go to show you, like, hold on, you feel what I'm saying? So just based off that alone, it's just, bruh, you had to do it. You feel me?
Now that's my point about reasonable doubt. You see what I'm saying? You see how reasonable doubt?
But I'm gonna say this though.
Because I'm
gonna say this right here,
but we still gonna convict his ass. I would too.
But I'm gonna say this right here now. In experience, going back, like I could talk about this because I done been found not guilty in the court of law behind me.
True.
One of my murder trials, bro, a motherfucker. Long story short, a motherfucker shot at me, and their mama ended up deleted. Motherfucker came to court, said, "Hey, I seen him right there shoot my mama. Like, try to stand over my mama." And motherfucker said, "I seen him and like 5 other dudes shooting at us." Okay, now we gonna agree to not, or whatever. That usually when somebody points you out in court, your ass get fried.
Yeah, your ass out of here.
But I'm gonna show you what reasonable doubt says, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is for certain things to really look away and not be away. After that incident happened, as soon as that person hit the ground, I took my lady out the shower. We went all the way to the hospital. I wanted to get on camera as being my alibi in the hospital. I took her to the hospital, made her make up an excuse. Her stomach hurting or some shit. She get medication. I had to sign her in. Boom. Now we get to court. I played that against them. Now you got somebody saying, one of the victims saying, I seen him do this, but the video evidence from the hospital is saying something different. So what the jury came back in the middle of deliberating saying, well, what did he have on at the time? I just so happened to have some old ass Timbs in the car. I switched to Timbs and I took my shirt off and had a tank top on. You know what I'm saying? That's how easy you could just throw doubt in anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even with somebody, the victim, because she got hit in the neck and the mama got deleted. But that's how easy it is for somebody to say, I seen him do that to my mama, stood over her. And I'm talking to y'all on the phone. That's what I'm talking about reasonable doubt. And then one of my questions, I had 100 questions. I told my attorney, if I'm gonna do this time, it's gonna be from my questions. I say, when you said, the person said it was like 5 people besides me. What did you do when you hear a gunshot? Do you stand there or do you duck? You say you duck. So how you seeing these people when there's 5 people shooting and you ducking? How you seeing them?
Yeah.
That's how quick. You just got to be thinking. M1 just sound bad. Why you think on first 48 they always trying to get them to tell on themselves in that room? Because that's one of the hardest cases to prove. And if you put yourself at that scene, that's 90% of the case. Right now, just like y'all say, they having problems putting Mellie at the scene. That's the only linchpin to the case. The phone there, but if somebody on the other side saying they stopped, Mellie could have left the phone in the car. You feel me? Just reasonable doubt. I ain't saying it's true, but you just want to create so much doubt, bro.
Yeah.
Like so much doubt. You know what I'm saying? Now, they might come in and bust your ass, but as soon as you come back on the appeal, the Supreme Court go by the letter of the law. They don't go by hearsay. They don't go by emotion. They go by the letter of the law. If the law say you have to prove, which is the burden of the proof is on the state, not the defendant. You have to prove he was at that scene. You got to prove he had a depraved mind. You got to prove he acted in malice. You got to prove that it was designed in a pre-planned manner. You have to prove these things beyond the reasonable doubt. You feel me?
That's slowly what they're getting into too. They slowly getting into that because yesterday, right? You remember she was showing all those images. She kept showing those images, and then she gonna get into the messages on the Snapchat where he was like, "I'ma keep Bortlan with me everywhere he go. I go. He saved me." He thought he got away, so they gonna tune all of that in together, like, cause they got some so-called confessions, right? So all of that is taken in accountability too. You know what I mean?
For sure, you right about that.
I think he cooked on the initial situation, but I think with these high power ass lawyers, I think they definitely with that how Christine slipped that goddamn statement in there when the judge when they asked for the mistrial. I think they got enough to wear them, and he got enough influence. His lawyers high power enough. I think he definitely got ground for appeal. But I think
I think y'all right though. I think you're right. I think it's going to for the aesthetical how it look for the country. I believe that they're gonna fry Mellie in front of everybody to kind of like to because you got to see it's a concerted effort to take down these rappers in these gangs stuff. But I think on appeal, it ain't gonna stand a chance.
Hey, I got a question.
I
got a question for this panel since I like this panel. Why did Track turn the phone in, y'all? What do y'all think he was doing or thinking, or what his motivation was to turn the phone in?
In my honest opinion,
that's the most damning piece of evidence. Yeah, go ahead.
Track the motherfucking law.
Yeah.
Whether it's the real law or a nigga that's being the law, he the law. Who willingly takes a phone to the police? That's just like right now, if I jump out the whip with you and it's fire in that bitch and my phone in there and I get away you got my phone. You not finna take my phone to no OPD substation.
Yeah, fuck no, I ain't. I'm finna get rid of that bitch. Hey.
If anything, and even if you mad at me, when you see me, you'll be like, hey, bro, check this out. That fuck shit you did.
Right, bro.
Matter of fact, just give me a fade first, bro. And after I beat, you know what I'm saying? After you tear my ass up, we're gonna smoke that joint and then we're gonna laugh about it. After I gotta eat that.
And we ain't
gonna, but it ain't gonna be no.
And we ain't gonna never talk about that never no more.
Well, now you might be on the block and be like, boy, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I ain't fuck, boy, 1400, boy, your ass ain't ride with me, boy. Yeah, wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be handled in that manner.
Yeah.
If you go to the bro, think about this. This a murder trial now. If the police ain't come and ask me no question, I ain't going to get them no question. I ain't going nowhere around that shit.
Hell no, I'm finna be MIA just like Mellie is. They gonna, bitch, you can't get in contact with me neither. Shit.
And not only that, bro. Especially after you just was in some shit. You really in some shit with Vaughn, Mellie, and all it. Like, come on, Trap. You too familiar with the state prosecutors in different states, bro.
So Unspoken, why you think he gave the phone up?
I think Track was scared, man.
Yeah.
I think he was scared. He didn't know if they was gonna deport him. They probably was putting some pressure on him. They already had a subpoena. They already had a statement saying that Track got rid of the gun. You know, they might not have no proof, but they kind of figure, okay, somebody said that you got rid of the gun. So, and then you got to think they was on jail phone calls talking crazy. Mellie gave them the password. Them folks was listening into all of that shit.
Yeah, Mellie gave a nigga the password to the phone.
Yeah.
God damn.
My thing is, why do you niggas trusting Track so much? All these niggas trusting Track with their life like this, man.
Nigga crazy.
What the fuck Track telling these niggas, man?
Be real with you, I would have never gave Track the gun nor the phone to get rid of. I would have got rid of that shit myself.
Man, Track would have been lucky his ass ain't get clout. Like, for real, bro, you are man, at this point here, you're a loose end, Track.
Yeah,
if I just did this to my partners who I grew up with, bro, I can't love you no more than them.
Yeah.
They called him down there. He cooperated and gave
there
up.
We go.
Yeah.
There we go.
He gave that phone up months later, didn't he? Yeah,
they probably ain't even asked him for it. He just went in there and delivered it anyway.
There we go, bro. At that point, if I know my partner just got us that bitch in the water, you know how much water around Florida?
Boy, they right on the coast. Miramar,
bro.
Bro, it ain't but 10 minutes to the goddamn beach, nigga.
Pico, find Florida fast. You can go like 5 to 10 miles in any direction and be by the water in Florida, anywhere.
Yeah, he could have got rid of it. Is that the same phone they using against him anyway?
Yes.
Or is Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Track would have might as well just gave him the 5. He might as well took the 5 out though.
Yeah.
The phone worse than the 5.
I don't understand. How Mellie. Well, maybe because he got him wrapped up with all.
But you know they probably quiet about a lot of shit until the trial over.
Right.
I guarantee you, right after this trial over, watch everything gonna get exposed. They probably keeping it cool, keeping it cordial. Don't bring nothing too alarming. As soon as this trial over, he probably gonna sell them niggas out, man.
Definitely.
Man, I ain't gonna even lie to you. As soon as that shit happen, you know them storm drainers that be where the water go down in? Yeah. That's where that phone should have been at in one of them bitches.
Hell yeah.
Like, why would you keep? Yeah, and Pete, break that bitch in half. Yeah. Track know this. That's what I'm saying. That's something. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, it's just I'm partial to believe like this because Track name just keep coming up in so much stuff, but I really believe something shaky about dude, man. I believe dude I believe they put him in there as a plant to get these dudes comfortable around him so they'll do all this stuff. Like this dude just keep popping up in major cases, bro. Not just no little bitty cases. Major cases.
Hot Boy got a RICO charge. How we know Track can't put him up on Hot Boy?
That's bro, everybody under that umbrella, bro. Like either they dead or they jammed.
Yeah,
Hot Boy got a trafficking charge. A lot of people don't know. They think Hot Boy in jail about that Glock 9 shit. No, he got a trafficking charge, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fighting
Like real
Ricos and
shit.
all types of shit.
Like drug trafficking or like people,
So, drugs. Like drugs. My
Oh,
bad for not
okay.
clarifying that. Drugs. You know what I'm saying? They trying to say these men. Like I done seen the whole rundown on the report because it's locked them in there. But it's not Hot boy really scarred. Like for real. They got you on. They got y'all on the thing. Somebody getting 100 T-shirts, basically like 100 plates of this, that, and the third from over here. They. All right, I'm gonna tell you. They sent the girl. They got the girl who was dealing with Hot Boy. She was going to California. She on the plane. They go over there. She get the gas. She put it's like 30 pounds. When they see her put it on the thing, they grab her. They don't mess with her. They grab the bag off of the what you call that when you put your bag on the little thing?
Yeah.
They go
Conveyor
in and
belt.
conveyor. They get the bag off behind the scenes. They take 1 pound knot, evidence, and boom, put the pounds back on the conveyor. She get it. Now they follow her all the way to Orlando. They follow in the sack now. They watch her whole get down like that, bro. All the way back to hot them. They pretty much done, bro. Any female worth they salt. Soon as the people say, "Hey, if you don't tell us this, we taking your kids," what you think gonna happen?
We're gonna tell.
Not only tell, they gonna tell in 4K.
Yeah. That's the news they tell the females. We're gonna take your kids, boy. They gonna that's it. That's it.
And she ain't wrong, bro.
Hell no.
She ain't wrong. Because they shouldn't have put her in that position to have to make that choice between her kids and them niggas.
This is true.
She ain't wrong. For one, she probably was trying to take care of her jits. And for two, these niggas were using her anyway. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes
I read up on that Hot Boy case too. They was sending that shit through the airport, and the feds was investigating it too, along with MBI. But they was letting them get away with this shit. That's how they do you too. They let you get away. Who the fuck was getting away with sending weed through the mail and on a plane? They was letting them get away. And that shit was just building up, bro. Building the case.
What part where you from, Unspoken?
I'm originally from I was born in California and New York, and then I lived in Florida for a little bit.
All right, you are good. You've been out there in Cali. Like you say, bro, who want to sit on the plane for hours, bro? Nervous with all this gas up under the bottom of this bitch. Knowing you know what I'm saying? It's different if I was coming from Atlanta to Orlando. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if we got to have a layover. We got to change plane. Man, I'd be so shook in that bitch. And I'm a veteran in the street. It just sound like talking about going down there in that submarine of people. That down there, what is that? It sound like a kill mission.
Yeah, dude.
So it's like,
what's up, y'all?
What's up, woman?
Yeah,
what's good, mama?
I wanna cut in real quick because I was down there listening. Do y'all think this case is bigger than what y'all really think? Like, I'm in South Carolina, and it's a lot of shakiness moving around within that whole crew. And I'm telling y'all, because I got a whole lot of cousins and brothers that's locked to the streets. And I'm telling y'all, do y'all really think this case is what it look like?
What you mean?
Like, do you think what Mellie going through, do you think this is just the setup to something bigger?
Ooh.
I think Mellie jumped out there in that water and the people finna slay his ass.
No, I don't think it's just about Mellie though. Because like I said, it's a lot going on within this area from Florida to South Carolina.
Okay, like a gang investigation or something like that. Like,
that's what
it's gonna be like a RICO or something.
I believe it's a RICO. Not only that, they're using the gangs and they're using the music, but I believe it's a RICO that's traveling from Florida to South Carolina. If y'all
don't forget Georgia.
If y'all go back a couple of months, it was a girl. I'm gonna say last year, a girl here, Alexis Ware, who was killed. I don't know if y'all heard about that case. She dead. They acting like they don't know where she at. They had so much stuff. Man, when I tell you, I couldn't even believe it was going on here. That they had so many people locked in when they was investigating that they found so many drugs, guns, money, fentanyl, all that connected to gangs that was moving from Florida, Atlanta, and South Carolina.
All right. This is what I'm gonna say to that, and I believe you're right, and I believe you just ain't picking up, you ain't saying it in the way, but I understand what you're saying.
Exactly. I can't, you know.
I believe it's a concerted effort by the government to control these young black men with this type of influence and money. You see what I'm saying? See, it used to be different when we grew up. You had one or two rappers here and there that was kind of, now you got dudes that's coming straight out off the rip, out the gutter, getting 50, 60 racks that can actually change environment. But not only that, can influence environment. And they seen, I think they slipped and didn't think that a lot of these young black men had the education that they had, not formal education, but education about money, about what to do with it, how to make it move for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you start connecting them pipelines, like you say, Georgia, South Carolina, that's what you call the beginning stages of organized crime on a big level like the mob. A lot of these guys coming from California, coming from Chicago, a lot of these dudes that's in these gangs, at first it was all about gang banging. But now a lot of the older dudes that went to prison and coming home, a la Dirk's father, are giving them the game to go past where they got knocked off at. So in order for that to happen, you're going to see a separation occur, which is what happening. You're going to see the crash dummies and you're going to see the real money getters. You see it happening right now in hip hop.
Yeah, I agree.
You do.
I agree. These it's pretty much one of the first things these guys are doing. I'm just be real. If they from the streets, when they getting that money, they definitely is doing organized situations in order to flip that money. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all talking
I
about
agree.
Track is his manager, right? Or whatever you want to call him. He set him up and booked him for state to state, right?
Yes.
Come on now.
Okay. Now you on what I'm on.
Yes.
It's like Track is a handler. It's like he's a professional handler. When they put him in a certain clique, we need you to handle this clique, and if you can't control it, we'll take this bitch down.
Yeah, even you know what's so crazy? That lawyer Danny Polo testified that they have some undercovers that are currently in the gang. I don't know if he said currently,
Thank
but
you.
are in the
That's
gang.
all I
That's
wanted
the
to get up
crazy
there
shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Unspoken. At this point, they ain't just in the game. Majority of them are the leaders of the game.
Yeah, speak it, preach it. That's what I was trying to tell. When you
go look up people like QC work, paperwork, these people been playing with the police, man.
Yeah.
Think about this, and I'm finna go in our city for a minute, Marita. Look what they had Strong doing, bro. Took down the whole city, bro.
Armstrong?
Yeah, Armstrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I looked into that case too.
Yeah. When you heard when the police, when they was doing his deposition, say, man, I've been dealing with y'all since the 90s. You don't think they'll pay these dudes to be on their team? Yeah. Let you kill, steal, and destroy?
Look at YSL Woody. When he was in that interrogation room, he said, I've been with y'all. Y'all know I always helped y'all.
Exactly.
YSL Woody been doing that. Getting out on murders, all type of shit.
Oh yeah.
That goes back to what I'm saying. You can't believe everything you hear and half of what you see. That's real, and I live by that. I'm telling you, it's bigger than what it's looking like. Because really, when it don't make sense, it's bigger than what it look like.
Right.
You're right. Yeah, I got to ride with you on that one, Lamar.
I'm with you on that too.
Yeah. And something that you said, like you said, because I'm glad you said that, because you hardly ever really hear about South Carolina, like for real.
Boy,
it's a lot going. You know what I'm talking about? Like in our regions, like Florida, you don't really hardly hear people saying a lot like going on in South Carolina, but you know it's there.
Yeah.
But you can see the results. You don't got to see what's going on. You can see the results. You know what
Not
I'm
only
saying?
that,
Like,
have you been watching BMF
Yeah.
these last couple months? Okay.
I don't even watch
Okay.
TV.
Okay. But really, you can call it TV, but if you from the South, you know exactly how niggas move.
Yeah.
Not only that,
You're right.
man, they got so many police on their teams that it don't make no sense. So many undercover, like you said, the big man that you would think that's the big man, he really pulling strings from here to
Yeah.
there to there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's still going on. I
Y'all
just feel
familiar
like
with
this
the
when it comes to
little
Mellie. When it comes to
you
Mellie, this is my thoughts. My
you in
thoughts
what part of
is
South Carolina you in? I'm sorry.
I'm in the Greenville.
Okay.
I'm in the low south. I'm at what they would call the bottom.
I just was recently over there in Hilton Head for a little vacation and stuff.
Yeah, not too far from now.
But my dad and people is from Buford though, so yeah, I'm gonna get you proudly.
Yeah, but I think, like I said, this young man, he's stupid. He young. He is stupid. Beyond, I'm telling you, he not as smart as they trying to make him look. Somebody got him up under their wing and they groomed him. I believe he's been being groomed. Not only that, when the ball falls, it was a setup to be set up.
Ooh. And he was gonna be left holding. He was gonna be left holding the shit end of the stick.
I promise
like he
you,
doing.
young man.
You know what? That's why feminine energy is always welcome. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not just any kind of feminine, because I've been to prison.
No,
I
I ain't saying that. No, I'm just saying. No, all I'm saying is the energy that makes men look at weak. Not saying that you weak or nothing like that. I'm just saying that a feminine energy, a different point of view,
a different perspective. Yeah, because she showed me. I'm listening to it like a motherfucker because I'm following her like a motherfucker.
My thing about it is, my man is, I always respect my black men. Yeah. My men are always, I always say they the head, but I'm the neck.
Right.
Nigga, we turning.
Right. I hold you up. Yeah, for real. We on this swivel together. But you said, you just made me really think about a whole nother, because like I was saying, remember I just told y'all, I was like, I believe he was really trying to act out and be like certain other individuals. And I feel like they seen him like a little green little guy, like, man, we can put Jit in the blender. He can, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing to think with.
The messages tell you that. You can look in the messages where whoever he was texting to get him part of that gang. Yo, what's up, bro? Yeah. Come on, bro. I'll kill for you. Like them dudes really was trying to get him up under the wing and use him for leverage, you know. And they probably still currently doing that to whoever might be in the industry, you know.
Yeah.
Right. You're right about that.
Because he looked like a little girl to me. I'm sorry. He looked like somebody's daughter to me.
I was just telling him if he cut them dreads off, he'll look like a 17-year-old child. He'll look like a Jit.
Yeah.
I believe like you said, the industry it's eating our kids, but it's also you got to think about it. They putting insurance on these kids and letting them get killed too now.
Oh yeah.
So if your albums ain't selling like they used to, you on the chopping block. Or if you don't want to, if you get up to a certain ranking, you don't want to sell over your masters. You see what's happening to these kids. Kodak, Young Boy. You see after they sold them masters, what happened? They let them go. Like you said, something bigger going on
behind the jail.
Exactly.
You worth more, because just think, after all this over with Mellie, and he don't get the death penalty, or they give him a life or something. Think about how much money he gonna bring in. Track gonna bring in.
Damn sure, yeah.
Now, if he get out,
oh my God,
I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be alone.
But if he do get out, just imagine how much that first album gonna sell.
Yeah, he's gonna make a lot of money. I'm gonna be honest with you, he's making a lot of money right now with this case going on. His music is being listened to more, streamed more, all of that shit right now. Yeah.
And then, like you said, but the wild part about it is, bro, the man ain't got for like 1 or 2 hours.
So they got like,
that's it.
Yeah. Because Track was saying somebody that on DJ Academic's last interview he did with it. Yeah, he dropped like 2 of them in jail, 2, 3, something like that. Since he been
Matter of fact, the wild part about it, Glock 9 biggest hit is with him. That 223.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, Marita, just imagine this, like I was saying, and the sister was saying, it's something bigger. Imagine if Glock 9 would have put them 2 million in the palms like on some real street shit.
Oh,
Just imagine how that be already turned up, bro.
Yeah.
Now just imagine how OPD will be looking at him after knowing that he got the potential to do that. You see what happened to Glock, right?
Yeah.
So like the sister said, it's a bigger thing going on here. Where it's like we got to get these dudes under control, because if not, they clicking up, they ganging up, and we gonna be eventually. They feel like, what if they start telling them to turn on us? That's the big fear. What if they start saying, "Hey, fuck shooting each other. Hey, let's just go out here and ride on them"? That's the big fear. So we got to keep them dope. We got to keep them in jail, doped up, or dead.
Sort of how they dismantled the Black Panthers back in the day.
I was gonna say it's the new age COINTELPRO, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most influential thing in society, bro? The rhythm, the beat. Everything moves to the beat.
Yep. That's what's got.
If you control the beat, you control society.
That's what's got all these kids doing this drilling and all this shit.
Everything in life go by the beat. What's your heart do?
Beat. Yeah. Vibrations. All of that. Yeah.
Everything go by the beat. If you control the vibe, the vibe, the whatever you want to call it, you control the flow of energy.
I just want our Black people to get more knowledgeable. You know, my thing about it, you look at something and you think, oh, it stopped right there. It's a root to everything. And I'm a thinker. You ain't finna tell me nothing. You ain't finna just tell me anything. I'm not just gonna look at it because you look at it that way. I'm looking above and beyond, because it started somewhere. So therefore, when it comes to this case, it don't make sense because it ain't supposed to.
Yeah. Said a mouthful then.
Yes, you did.
But his defense team, I'm just waiting to see what his defense team is. You know, is they gonna have their own people come out? You know, but I really don't feel like they is. But it's more to it than what it looked like to me, and I'm sticking to that. And I'm sitting back and I'm riding just to see, but I'm thinking at the same time, they ain't finna just tell me nothing. They have all these news medias putting in their input. They doing their job. They been doing this. Come on now, y'all.
I like where you're going. I like what you're saying.
We ain't slow. We just gotta think a little harder.
Right.
You know what? It's always gonna be a trap.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, this whole case, my heart hurt when I heard his mama in it, like how she was interacting with his homeboys. Like certain things parents is just, you don't supposed to be involved in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care what God rest her soul, I don't care what my mama did. A nigga ain't finna tell my mama certain things. I don't give a damn if it's on the phone. I don't give a damn, like for real. It just, us Black dudes, we don't play by the old girl. So, and then with that being said, I will try to do my best to keep my mama out of that extreme of lifestyle. Because I know how disrespectful these niggas can get. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't mean to interrupt, but I heard an interview with his mama. And his mama is a child. I hate to say it like that, but
she's somebody's mama though.
You a woman don't make you a woman.
No, but she's somebody's mama.
The way she talk, her verbiage. I listen at the way she direct. Even the young boy is smart. That young one, the little brother, he's smart. He's smart. I don't know if somebody helped her raise him or what, but he's on a different level when it comes to his thinking. But his mama is more on her. That's her first son, so I see it more like being a friend. You know how, see, I don't play with kids or old people. That's my motto. Because either one of them gonna step out of line. So my thing about it, I don't play with kids or old people. I just look and listen the way that she deal with her older son. That's her friend.
But see,
Yeah, they only 14 years apart.
Exactly.
but that really don't get her no excuse. You still mature enough to understand when hey, let me fall back a little bit. Just because you had a child young, that don't mean you still ain't get life lessons and mature.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
when I
That
say
ain't no
that though,
excuse.
it's
I
no
said it when it was
excuse.
going down though.
No. It
I
just
said it
is
when it was
what it is.
right.
You got to think like this right here. She had him when she was that young. Where her childhood go?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't no excuse. It just is what it is.
All right,
It is
I'm
what it
gonna ask you this
is.
right here. If I had a child when I was 14, 15, and I ain't helped the baby mama, and I'd be like, oh, where my childhood went? I was just a child. But when you commit grown folk into a grown folks game, it's time for you to grow up. Like for
But it
real, I
don't
ain't saying
necessarily
That's
that.
mean
true.
you
But
gonna
I
grow
mean,
up.
if you 14, I mean, it is you still just 14. You could grow up and all of that, but you still just 14.
So what happened when she got 20, 21, 22, 23, 24? You just still gonna add 14?
Delay the thinking.
Nah,
It's
her
scientific.
growth and shit was stunted.
She had another child, so she had to be thinking grown again. That's what I'm saying.
Sex
She
don't make you
got enough sense.
grown. Anybody
No,
can
she
have
got
sex. I watched my dog
no.
have sex the other day.
But the results of the sex will make you grown. The results of the sex will make sure you get grown quick.
Nah, I don't even know that woman's situation. She might have been raped. I don't
Hey,
know.
but listen, I do want to say this. I agree to a certain extent with what you guys said. When I saw the way that Sack Chase and her was going back and forth, I said right then, she had to be introduced to some of this type of behavior for these children to even
Exactly.
feel comfortable for just talk to her like that. If she would have been a parent instead of a friend, they wouldn't even feel comfortable even saying these type of shit. It wouldn't have
Rocking like that.
there
Right.
wouldn't even no bridge for them to say shit like that if she would have been a parent. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And it would have been so
Right.
you'd have heard that's just like right now, you would have been hearing him saying Miss such and such or Mama such and such. Because when you grow up around somebody's
Right.
mama, either you're gonna say Miss or you're gonna almost look at her like your second mama.
Right.
Like for real. And how they talking like she was like they was raised up around each other. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is as a mother, she could have even went so far and said, you know what, I ain't finna go back and forth with you. Legit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna, or why would you even put yourself on the phone? You argue with a child, like a child. That they arguing back and forth like they had been fucking or something.
Cause she trying to be in the mix and like with buddy with them and shit. So
They
that's
act like
why it was a whole
she had
different
an
thing with
emotional
her.
connection. That's what I'm saying. Her vibe gave me like she had emotional attachment to this dude, like I'm scoring type shit. Like I want you hurt because I'm scoring.
I feel like she was
Nah,
like
she childish.
she felt like he might have had more pull with Mellie than she did, and she felt hurt by that. Like
I'm with y'all. She's a
yeah.
child. Mentally, she's still a child.
Yes. That's it, and that's all.
Yeah, she's still a child. She done proved that time and time again. She be jumping in this chat saying little shit.
All I was saying is she is partial, not to blame, but when you out there with your, for one, I don't do nothing with my kids. I don't even party with my kids. Period. So talking about let alone that's like me trying to my little girl a rapper, and I'm in the chat arguing with her homegirl. Oh look, what's that little girl? I got 5'2". That shit'll make me look weak as fuck, right? That'll make me look wild. Y'all don't want to hear that about I'm just childish. Y'all will be like that nigga a puss ass nigga. Straight up. It won't even be no excuse. You feel
Well,
me?
it depends on who you talking to. If you talking to grown people, of course we gonna say he ain't wrapped too tight. He ain't
No,
there
just
yet.
about if her homegirls were the same age Zach and Juven was when the mom were arguing at him. If I'm on there, and she could be grown, she could be 19 and I'm 40 something or 30 or whatever, and I'm on that bitch going hard on this young lady. Y'all would be like, man, this nigga pussy as fuck, man. And you can't say you won't. Y'all be like, this nigga here, who raised him? Who hurt him? You know what I'm saying? But I also be childish, but I'll be immature and I'll be being less than a man. She was less than a woman to go in there and have a situation where you kind of know my son gonna act out of control about me. If certain words get, if any one of y'all got a son right now, you see what that boy did when that man would hit his mama in that stove? If you say anything about a black dude's mama, he on your ass. If somebody say something about right now about you in front of your son, you can't even control your son. Down there.
First of all, I'm a different type. My son ain't. You know what I'm saying? I know how to.
Well, with the majority, I'm
situation.
talking about the majority right now. Majority.
As far as her maturity level, I still say she immature. You know, it is what it is. The way she was raised, the way she grew up. Some people grow out of it, and some people don't. That's just what it is. But when it come down to it, I got 3 brothers, 2 older than me and 1 young. I got 3 sons. I grew up around all guys. So therefore, my mind frame when it come down to I don't get in dude business when it come down to it. But I'm gonna tell the truth. But when it come to my kids, no, I got a 22-year-old. You think he gonna let his friends talk to me any kind of way?
That's all I'm saying right now.
That's all I'm saying right now. With me, little boy.
There we go. Now we talking with we cooking with grease.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She shouldn't even have no business. Like, look, boy, go ahead. It don't take. You ain't got to be no a girl 16 years old to tell you that. You ain't got to be too mature to even get to that point. So
well, she might like the cloud. She might like the drama. She might be still in that stage of her life. You know what I'm saying? She might like to be around little boys.
That even how you say that shit don't even sound right. It's like me saying I like to be around little girls.
It don't sound right. It is what it is. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. She had a different type of energy.
Yeah, she grew up too fast.
And then it's like, in my opinion, even with it's like what made out of even with Bortlan, yeah, everybody talking about Mellie. I believe Bortlan was the thinker in that shit. Mellie ain't thought, like you say, Mellie ain't think that far into the game like that. Like you said, it's bigger. Somebody had to be thinking to even get them this far. You feel me? Like
Track did
that's what. There we go. That's how I was trying to get. I believe. And that's what made me feel like Strat kind of got something to do with that police shit. Like, because what would he gain from it? Well, I can see a little bit of gain, but like overall, and then it's like anybody who done been involved in any murder case know this. They picking up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They picking up everybody. They ain't finna be talking about, oh, I gave you the phone and I'm straight. No, you going to jail too until you tell us what we want to know, and we'll drop these charges.
Did you hear the interview with Jay Green and Track got in? Well, it wasn't an interview. They was on the phone on the net and they got into it.
Now I got to check it out.
I saw
Jay Green was going off on his butt.
Yeah, I saw it.
And Track was trying to play it down. You see the way he was trying to play it down?
You said Jay Green?
Yeah.
I'm going to check him out. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I still ain't got past the part when the King Vaughn situation went on. They were talking about Officer Francois. They got to give me some more. I still think he the law behind that. Like even with that was wild there.
Listen, I went right. So I was under the impression that it was the video with the audio was fake. Bullshit, man.
That be real, bro.
That is real to the. So it brought me back to square one. I'm like, damn, what kind of police is this dude?
Yeah. It's like you just gotta, like you the secret, like you the fucking. Remember they used to say the motherfucking the hip hop police. This shit for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got exposed. That's definitely what that Officer Francois thing feels like. He got exposed.
Yeah, man. Like everybody's kind of like brushing past that. Like this man was identified as not on any kind of. It was on the commission to the what was that? What you call it? The dispatch.
Yeah.
The scanner radio.
Yeah, but they got to go
And
through
it's
the
just like
dispatch.
nobody else out there had that last name. Nobody else out there was shot with that last name. They definitely didn't say no officers were shot that night because that would have been the story, along with it. It would have been like 3 dead and 1 officer shot. That wasn't said. And
And I'm
so,
up
like,
there in
it
Atlanta. I'm
definitely
in Atlanta
said that.
around here. I'm with you. Like at some point, the man got to be what he is. He got to be a what you call that? That's why I said go back to like the COINTELPRO. The same type of people that was putting into all of the Black Power movements and stuff. They call them they was instigators. They want you to go in there and actually start something. Don't just sit there and watch. Start something. And like the young lady said, I believe people going around starting beefs in certain cliques. They got them in every little gang, and they starting and keeping up beef. That's why I say the Super in South Carolina just really made me think on a whole nother level. And then when you start looking at it like you said, Pratt just makes too much sense to be an instigator, the police type. Not only him, I believe it's some more that's around that same little clique that the sister was talking about that groomed this man into certain thinking and certain ways to do things. And it ain't just him, it's a lot of these young dudes. A lot of these 17, 18-year-olds. Why you think they ain't trying to get no 24-year-old, 25-year-old rapper? Because he got too much sense. 17, 18, your brain's still developing. You're still a baby.
When is a man considered a man? I can hear everybody say a man.
And I'm talking about developmental. That's why
I'm just saying, I'm asking that question in general because that's me thinking also.
It's subjective. It ain't no one person can validate what manhood really is.
And just that's like the same thing with womanhood.
Yeah, I agree. Because I'm going to be real with you. I didn't mature until about 30. Yeah. And I had a family and all type of shit at 18. House, all type of shit. But I'm talking about mentally as a man and know what have responsibility, values, and shit like that. Till about 30. Yeah. I want to average. That's about right. I say that's about right on the average, about 30. Because at that age, you should already kind of like quote unquote been through your little whole phase. You should have made enough mistakes to kind of understand what kind of direction you want to go in life. You should have a developed enough brain to kind of like to make logical decisions, not impulsive decisions, not emotional decisions. So about 30, that's about a good age.
Okay, so if a woman got 10 years on a man, because you could put a 1-year-old little girl and a 1-year-old little boy in the room and she'll run circles around him. Hell yeah. So my thing about it is, if a woman got 10 years on a man, do you think, and they immature, do you think that maybe Mellie mama the same age as them?
Yeah.
Like mentally, yeah.
And she got 10 years on them. Mentally, she's supposed to be far ahead of them.
But I said she's immature. She's immature. So take that away from
everything
her.
don't go for everybody.
That's what I'm just saying. So we can't. It's subjective. You know what I'm saying?
It's subjective to every person to be different. And 30 for men, that really is just by 30 you're gonna be what you're gonna be. Whether you mature, you not, whether you impulsive or not or whatnot, that's really what it show or what's solidified at 30 with the men. Like it don't really necessarily mean that they'll be fully matured or whatnot by then. It's a lot of men that's over that age that's immature as hell. And and that stay that way.
I'm gonna say it's a lot of people. So we shouldn't be singling out no one.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And we can sit here and the thing is, at some point in life, men and women are almost equally yoked when it comes to thinking. It's at some point you become to a point where, okay, you might be a couple stages up. I'm still at a point to where I can understand, comprehend, make logical choices, whatever. So The age thing, and that's subjective too, because you see May June relationships all the time with men and women. It's like it's all about the personality. A lot of things goes in that. What kind of environment the person was raised in.
But I'm gonna say this, I ain't gonna count, and I'm a man. I kind of tend to feel like women definitely more, they mature faster than men.
I ain't never debated that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, at a certain point, you become to a point where you can think on a level as an adult.
Yeah.
No matter who, you know what I'm saying? So that right there, and like the other young lady said, I ain't looking at my phone to see the name. It's all subjective. Because what if I was born in that? What if I was raised in the house with my father, but this other dude my same age was raised in the house without a father? Or I was raised by an alcoholic father who likes to beat on me, but his father was a well-to-do dude who took time with him. Those things going into maturity, because that can cause a kid to have arrested development. So it's different.
Not only that, it can also be perception. Because my thing about it is, you can take two kids that's raised in a house with an alcoholic father and one getting beat. One of them grow up and say, I ain't gonna be nothing like my daddy. The other one grow up and be just like him.
Yeah.
That's why you just leading into what I say. It's subjective.
Yeah, just like some people, like me. I didn't really grow up with my father until later on in my teenage years. So it made me more family oriented. It made me want to care for my children and be a father for my children. But I know dudes who didn't have their father, who absent in their children's life, and they didn't. You get what I'm saying? They just perpetuated.
I'm gonna use myself for example. My daddy, when my mama was pregnant with me, my daddy called a life sentence in the 80. I was born in 79. My daddy called life in 80, way back then. I ain't never been around my dad. My dad only child. I grew up at first. I just told y'all what I was involved in. But when I came back after, and I was late in my 30s, look at me now, I got a family. I don't even think that way no more. So maturity comes at any age. Most men don't reach their true maturity to 45. Like for real. So it's all about that person. Because I could have got right back out, and Pico, you seen, I could have got right back out and went right back in the streets and been on the other shit. Yeah, it's about that person and what they want too. I was 38 when I got out.
We used to hang, so yeah, I definitely know firsthand, yeah.
And I was 38 when I got out. So that shows you maturity is all on you too. It's what you allow yourself to really learn, and it's like accountability. You know what I'm saying? All that's maturity. So different strokes for different folks.
I can agree with you somewhat, because when I went to prison, I was 18. I got a 7-year sentence. Well, actually 2 years in and 7 years on parole for fighting a best friend. I about killed him. My thing about it is, I didn't learn what I learned until I went to prison. Being around older women, lifers, people really telling me what my mama couldn't tell me, because she tried to protect me for certain things. So when I got in this trouble, mama couldn't be there no more. So what I'm saying is, you right, the environment also raises kids more so than anything. Matter of fact, the environment got more influence on our kids now than we do.
Yeah, because my first time selling rocks, I seen it going on out the door.
Yeah.
I was going to school every day. It was smart. Just say no to drugs. Nancy Reagan. And all that. Man, when I went home, I seen them niggas out there with them 30s and lows, and niggas with big boy chunks hanging around their neck and all that stuff. The environment influenced me.
Yeah.
I chose to jump in it. He ain't make me, but it damn sure had influence.
Yeah.
So what I said that to say that I made a mistake when I was younger. The same mistake that I made when I was younger, I wouldn't dare make now, because I look at it totally different. Back when I was 18, 17, 18, all that, I was on a whole different mind frame. It was either killed or be killed. That's my mind frame, young. So now my thing about it is, why put yourself in that situation? Period.
Right.
So I look at all this situation with these young boys and what happened with them is a tragedy. Like they done been groomed, they done been up under the wrong devils and demons. And I feel like it just influenced their life. And then money is the root of all evil. It's like that's all a young boy talking about now. Either it's sports, some of them talking about basketball, but mainly it's about money.
About money. That's it.
Ain't that what
You know what I'm saying? I think we're missing out on. They turning these young dudes into drug addicts, man. That lean.
Hey, Invisible Woman, ain't that what I be telling them? Don't let nobody buy you. Don't sell yourself for money. Ain't that what I be telling them?
Yeah.
Yeah. For real. I agree with y'all. I definitely agree with y'all. And I got that, and I learned that from being out there, my observation. So I agree with y'all.
Yeah, and I like you. I love you because when I listen to you, I hear you talk about. I like the way you let people have their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We live in a time where if you don't agree with me, we got to be enemies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can agree to disagree. That's fine.
Right.
But most people, if you don't agree with me, you the enemy. You the op. You this, you that.
Yeah, you're right. That's how they sold no people.
But see, you got to. The reason what happened, the reason how I got that, because I realized life is relative. Just because I look at it away, that don't mean that I'm right. You know what I'm saying? It depends on it's everybody got their different minds, and they might be right too. I ain't always right. I know that. Hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, messing with social media shit. I'm learning today. I might be talking, but trust me, I'm learning. I got
reach one, teach one. What they used to say, reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? I eat the fish and I spit out the bones. What's for me is for me.
Shit, them bitches soft enough. I chew them bitches too.
Hey, Miss Invisible Woman, I got a question. You seen the situation that happened with me and my friend. I did the right thing, didn't I?
Of course.
Right.
Of course. You a stand-up guy for that. Everybody couldn't have did that. They'll say they could, but they couldn't have did that. You did exactly what a real man do. You stood on your 2 feet. You stood down on your word, and you came and you apologized, and you let everybody else know that I ain't got nothing to do with this, and I can't be this nigga friend no more, because he crossed lines and barriers that I don't live by. That's what grown men do. Nah, don't tell nobody. Nah, we gonna keep this on the route. Come on now, somebody snake like that, they'll snake anybody.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm saying. And it wasn't easy for me to do, but I knew that's what I had to do.
But can I ask you a question? What else did you learn from that situation?
Don't jump so quick to be somebody's friend. You know, you got to just pump your brakes sometimes.
Right.
Got to
right.
pump your brakes sometimes.
And I looked at it as me, if I was in that situation, I look at people for who they is. I don't try to make them more or less than what they is. You is what you is. I'm gonna accept you right where you at. But the thing about it is, if somebody show you who they is, you better believe it. And I've been going by this a long time. Because if you don't, it's gonna wind up coming back to bite you in the ass.
Definitely.
The reason being, and everybody need to take heed to this, because people show who they are by how they treat other people, how they speak on people. See, your mouth is powerful. How they speak on people, how they down the grade, how they do all that. That ain't cool to me. If you ain't telling the truth, you a pack of lies to me. So, you just got to think, like you said, I can't jump into this. I like you, I'm feeling you, but I'm going to take my time.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to tell you something else too. As the days went on, I got a couple cousins and people that I done reached out to, and then talked to me. I promise you, do you know that all of them people told me that everybody down there know this? They said they thought that I knew. I promise you. They was like, man, we thought you knew. Everybody knew. I was like, no. It was like a thing that nobody spoke on, but they thought I knew because everybody there knew. You know what I'm saying?
Usually it's like that from the neighborhood or the upbringing. Everybody know it, but like I always say, people mean more than one thing to one person in this life. More than one person in this life. I can be this person to you. I can be that person to you. You know what I'm saying? But if I call you a friend, I want to know the root of you, what your beliefs is. How far will you go? How low will you go? I'm not gonna
Right.
judge you. I just gotta know is we on the same page.
Right.
But that was sick, and for him to, for you to come out opening your mouth like you ain't got no past, that let me know you got an ego so big. What are you really doing?
Right.
And then the way he came at you afterwards, my blood was pumping.
Yeah.
Come on now, I'm friend when it's good, but I'm not friend when it's bad.
Yeah. And I think he should have understood that how I felt about it. Like he should have been like, man, I understand, Marita, boy, how you feel. This ain't how it was, but I get why you feel that way. He came out selling me out.
Exactly.
Like, man, bro, I
Like I said, God stopped that situation before it went too far.
Yeah, I did
Or
not.
y'all was on the news with some celebrity somewhere. Really? Oh my God. He would have took you right down with him.
Man, Miss her name it's Ashley, it's still Ashley, bitch. She was hooking him up with Charleston White. She said she had done gave Charleston White his number and gave him Charleston White number. And then when I came out and said, what I had discovered, she said she had to hurry up and go back to Charleston White and tell Charleston White, man, this is what's going on. Look, man, this and that. She said Charleston White listened to her and said, hey, man, don't you refer nobody else to me no more. Because he could have been embarrassed by that situation or
exactly. And he would have exposed. Oh my God. He would have took
man.
Oh my God. Thank God for angels.
Man. I really, really wanted to do this with that man. I wanted to go up on this YouTube thing. First it was about helping him with his son, but after that, me and him was already talking about more than the case and all that, and going up and diversifying and covering more stuff and branching out and building the platform. So that was the plan. But when I heard what happened, then I went to him and I asked him all that day. He beat around the subject, didn't give me no what's name. So then I just straight up asked him later on that night. He still didn't tell me what happened. When I got home, I already had to play in to get the paperwork because I had to see for myself, because I was thinking whether I'm gonna defend him, because if I read the paperwork and I could see what he was saying is true, then I was gonna jump out and defend him. I was like, no, this is a lie, yada yada this. But when I read that shit and it was, I seen they got them pictures out that phone, I could not stand beside him. That's when I texted him that morning and let him know that I couldn't be his friend no more. And then the next thing I had to do, I had to let the people know who I saw Dream Doll over there in this man's chat blocking people for saying these things about him. And I knew that Dream Doll did not know. So, and I knew that I sent Dream Doll over there and a couple more people over there to support him. And they was over there blindly supporting him when the people was saying the truth. So I had to let these people know. You feel what I'm saying? I had to. I had to.
And you did the right thing. My thing about it, I don't even see why he couldn't just talk to you and be like, man, I did whoop to do whoop. And, just had to open up to you. Like, why he couldn't just do that? Why he can't tell you exactly? You his friend, why he couldn't do that?
I don't know. And I'm going to say this too. I ain't got no money. I ain't no rich dude or no shit like that, right? I could have, if I told us on money don't motivate me, I could have been quiet. I could have rode the clout wave up. He probably gonna get a lawsuit from this Mellie case. They got a civil suit involved. He probably gonna be a millionaire in the next 2-3 years. I could have kept my mouth shut and just benefited off that. but my character, my pride wouldn't let me do it. You feel me?
No, because that karma comes back in different forms. You said that the other day about karma. Karma come back in different, and what people fail to realize, people like karma come back right away. Sometimes it fall on your kids. Sometimes it fall on your kids' kids.
Exactly. Sometimes it be meant for you to suffer to see the people you love, some stuff happen to them. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. Man, or sometimes you get counseled, you in the bed or laying there, you just don't think. People don't know that you got to watch your mouth, who you speaking on. Not only that, how you treating people and the mistakes that you made. You gotta, and just because you apologize don't mean you ain't gonna get your karma. It's still coming.
Right. The best apology is change behavior.
Exactly.
I just wish she would have said, I wish she would have been a friend and said I still wouldn't have fucked with him. But I'm saying I still wish he would have said it to me, being that we friends. And I also, at this point, man, I feel like he owed them people that subscribe to him to say something to them people, just like I felt like. You feel me? Like,
no, they over there making it seem like it's just a lie. Nah. I sit here. One thing about somebody been in prison like that, like him, and I can't say this from experience, he is a good storyteller. I don't believe that he say.
I didn't realize it till I asked him what happened, and I saw that he was spinning the story. That's when I realized that. I was like, wow. So now I see. I didn't notice it before, but once I knew what that he did, and then I listened to him talk to me about it, I peeped it. I was like, wow.
I just say he a spokesman for his son.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's why it did put a whole little damp on the thing. But that's why I continue to match on for his son and for Juvie. I mean, on Sack Chaser, because that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, I ain't finna not. I still feel like that's wrong what happened to them. So I'm not finna not keep advocating for justice for them just because me and him no longer friends. No, I'm not that type of person. You know what I
mean? Exactly. You know his kids. Do any of them deal with him like that for real?
I listen. I honestly I don't know. I can't say. Really, nah. I could find out, but I don't really know personally. But I did hear the little girl that this happened to. Juvie mama, when Juvie first died, Juvie mama, because it's a girl I used to talk to, and I told her about it day before yesterday. I called her and I told her, I said, man, you know what happened? You know, such that yada yada. She say, what? She say, you didn't know about that? I say, no. She say, everybody knew. She said, I thought you knew. She said that when Juvie first died, him and the mama was on Facebook arguing, and the mama came out, not the little girl who did mama, Juvie mama, and she came out and called him that on Facebook, and they went back and forth. And the little girl who this happened to, she was even going at him on Facebook, and then some kind of way they smoothed it over. That's what my friend girl told me. Yeah.
Now that makes sense that the other daughter don't want nothing to do with. Her mama probably kept him away.
Maybe.
And that's one question I had asked you about Juvie's funeral. So he paid for all that. The daddy did.
No, he didn't. He didn't pay for none of the funeral. He paid for like as far as what he told us, he paid for like the center, for the repast, the food, all that type of stuff. He had initially paid his $2,500 for it, but he said that Track sent him some money, but he told Track to give it to Juvie mama. When some kind of way, when he did that, he say, because it's on that little interview clip that I gave him, I did with him. It's still on my page. When it say,
okay.
The one that say, Juvie's father say that Mellie dressed Mellie just dressed Juvie for his funeral. He said it on there. If you want to go look at it, it's on there. It's still on my page. But he was saying that once he didn't take the money, the mama got mad. So because he told Track to get the money, the mama the money. So he said that the mama got mad. So he said he went back to the funeral home and took his money back. He said that. He done said that a couple times. But he said he paid for the what the weight was at, the food, all of that stuff. He said he paid for that.
I just don't believe nothing that dude say. I'm just looking at his whole. I don't know. You know, when somebody do something like that, it just make you look at their whole persona. Like,
I will say this. When I was reading that shit, man, again, that shit got me emotional. And I'm gonna say this: that didn't sound like nothing that he had done just the first time. You feel me?
yeah.
I got a question too, Miss Individual. It got people in the chat saying, "Show the paperwork." Should I just post the paperwork on my community wall? I got the paperwork.
I show it. I mean,
At this
point,
point, yeah.
because now the way he doing, what he trying to throw at you, trying to make you look like you a liar or you hating. At this point, it's not doing tit for tat. It's like, I got the paperwork. I have nothing to lie about.
Yeah. I posted.
I mean, that's only if you want to do it for your people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I posted. I got it. I'm telling you, that shit graphic than a motherfucker. I was like, man, shit. And
did anybody ever get the other paperwork to where it said like why it was dismissed or whatever?
Yeah, I got that too. I got that too.
Show that.
How he even got off on the shit was when the little girl actually went to the police and all of this, they started watching him, right? So when the police, this is in the paperwork, when the police, he noticed that the police was watching him. So the police started leaving from whatever they was watching him at. So he got on a scooter and went to ride, trying to see if it really was the police. The police thought he was on a gas powered scooter, but he was on an electric scooter. So they made a traffic stop and tried to cite him for it being a gas powered scooter because you got to have a tag for it to be on the road with a gas powered scooter. So they found out when they pulled him over that was an electric scooter. So then the police said that he had people threatening him and he gave them the phone so that he could show them videos of people threatening them. Now I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna be 100. The police lied. It was a total lie. The police wanted that goddamn phone because that girl told them that the pictures in that phone. So they took the phone from him, and when they went and got a warrant for them to go into the phone, and that's when they found the pictures. So when he went to court for it, his lawyer filed for a motion to suppress hearing, a legal search and seizure. So a legal traffic stop, legal search and seizure. They deemed that the traffic stop was legal because they said that the police had no way of knowing whether it was a gas power or electric scooter before they pulled him over. But the judge then granted him the suppression of the phone because they had no body cam, they had no audio, and the judge said that he could not believe that he would give up that phone willingly to the police, knowing it was incriminating photos in there. So the phone got threw out, and that's how the charges got dropped. I got the paperwork. Shout out to Malik. Yeah. Malik got the paperwork for us. He in the chat. I'll drop it for y'all today. I'll drop all of them.
Yeah. Back then they was doing illegal searches and stuff, so I can imagine that part. But man, and he kept the pictures in the phone.
Yes, and that's what made me separate myself. That's what made me. I don't care what he said after that. Like, I can't be your friend, bro, because if somebody lied on you or whatever, how did these pictures of your daughter in these positions get in your phone, bro? Like,
right. And why did she say that you took them?
Right. These is not selfies. These is pictures of somebody taking these pictures of her. You feel me? And they still in your phone. When a month later, when the police pull you, get you, these shits is in your phone. Like, nah, that was it for me. You know?
Yeah, that's it. I'm glad you didn't ever bring them to your house around your child, you know?
Yeah.
This was, you know what I'm saying? God stopped that process. I'm glad, because you might have been in trouble.
right? But I'm gonna say this too. Like, remember when I first was telling the story about these boys before before he really came aboard and was out in the public. Remember I was saying that this is the type of stuff that went on down there in that little town.
Mm-hmm.
Now look.
Mm.
I'm telling you, that's what happens. I live down there. It's so small down there to it's not a lot of people to actually go with because everybody is kind of related. So what happens is this, and it goes both ways. The older women, they prey on the young boys. Like when the young boy get about 14, 15, like that, the older women, they own them. You feel me? And the young girls, the same thing. When the young girls is about, 13, 14, them older dudes, they own them off top. They already own them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it
Whole
works.
lot of Uncle Daddies down there.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mm.
If you look, just look, he got a, I ain't saying it ain't the same, but if you pay attention, he got a daughter from Bortlan's mama. Bortlan and Julie got the same sister. It's small down there, you know?
That made me think. Now I'm gonna think a little deeper. That made me think somebody got him when he was little
Listen.
in the family.
Listen, I'm gonna
And
say
this is all me speculating, but
yeah.
Things don't just happen unless you just sick.
Yeah, I think
Which you still sick, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that too. Normally these situations happen when somebody else done did something to these people when they be young, and then they do that behavior when they to other people. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and not only that, you can see from how many kids he got and all that. You just getting it,
And my
getting it.
And my thing is like you had to see. There's another thing people missing or ain't paying attention to. He was trying to get that girl to go with a crackhead. He was trying to get the girl to go and let the white dude kiss on her while she was naked. He said the girl said he wanted her to sit in a chair while the white dude get high and watch her. He asked her, did she want to go? She said, no, I don't want to do that. So you was finna let a white guy, white black kid, do this to your daughter, your 12-year-old daughter, who mama dead. Her mama dead. Nah, man. Hell no. Nah.
And so they done hooked back up now.
Yes.
Like daddy and daughter.
Yes.
Man, I can't imagine.
I'm gonna drop the paperwork, y'all. It's legit. Y'all can see it. I got it all. And I drop it soon as it's live over, so y'all can see it. So, man, I'm telling you, that shit crazy. But it was.
I'm wondering how her mental status is. Like, I pray for her. Like,
we know she got to have trauma from that. We know.
Yeah.
She might don't exude it all the time, or it might come out of different ways. Might come out with the type of men she deal with, or
yeah.
But yeah, we know that girl got trauma from that. It's no way you ain't gonna have no trauma from that. That's your daddy. You know what I'm saying? And part that really got me, well, that hurt me, well, all of it hurt me, but when he asked her, did she want to make some money, and she said, yeah. She said she thought that he was gonna take her to the store and she was gonna buy some stuff, and he was gonna buy stuff, and he was gonna let her sell it, and she was gonna keep the money. And then she said, no, I got a white guy who wanna look at a picture of you while he get high. And she said, she thought it was a picture of her face. So she said, do you want me to smile? You see what I'm saying? That shit hit me hard. That let me know she didn't even know what was happening. Like, she said, do you want me to smile? You see what I'm saying? He looked at that little girl like a thing. He didn't look at her like his daughter or human
baby.
Right, human being, my baby. He looked at her like a thing. You get what I'm saying?
Not only that, she had just lost her mama. Like, I can imagine you got one parent left. Like I said, I'm raising my 12. Well, I got my niece when she was 12. She's 15 now. I can't imagine. And then the aunt found out. See, I'm the aunt. See, that's when I would have been in trouble. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I would have had it, because if she ain't got her mama, I'm the next thing.
The girl, when they got the pictures out the phone, they took the daughter and I think her auntie or maybe her grandma, I can't remember. This is in the paperwork. They went back to the police precinct and they had the little girl identify herself on the photos. She said, "Yes, that's me." They asked her to. She then produced the clothes that she had on the photos. She went and got the clothes and gave them to the police. So they confirmed that's her.
Innocence taken away.
She had on a shirt that said Vero, a leopard print bra. I think it's some gray sweatpants. That's if I can remember what they said in the thing. Yeah. And he tried to do more with the girl, but she told him, "I can't because you my daddy." I'm gonna drop the shit, man.
He tried to do more.
Yes. But the girl say, "I can't because you my daddy." And he smoked weed with him. 12.
Oh boy.
They asked as soon as she got there, he said, you smoke weed? She said, "I can't because I'm on probation." So evidently she was in some sort of trouble or whatever, maybe she was, going through it because her mama died, kids that died, I don't know. What I'm saying, he, after she told me he was on probation, he smoked weed with that girl. That let you know he didn't give a fuck. Listen,
man, there's some sick individuals in this world.
Rest in heaven, Juvie. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna fight for justice.
Rest in heaven, baby.
For sack chasing, but I couldn't rock with that no longer, man. Like, and they say they had a whole Reddit. I never been on Reddit in my life, even to this day. They say they had a whole Reddit page about this. Listen, Joel Bowles, he be in the comments in the chat, and a couple more people emailed me and they say, "Hey, Marita, hey, is something going on Reddit? They talking about Spoon, man. It ain't looking good. I think you need to check it out." And then I emailed it back. I say, but I had already heard by this time. I say, I emailed it back. I say, "I'm checking on it now." I say, I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. I had the paperwork then, but I hadn't read it. I say, "I'm checking on it." No, I think I had read it. I had read it then. I say, "I'm checking on it now, and I'm gonna address it in the morning." Yeah. But so, these is people that support me, and they was, I was like, dang.
Yeah, and they can't look at you no other way but real. Yeah. After this right here, it's in stone.
Look at it. Look at it. What it say?
It's in stone.
Cardi Apparel just say, I just seen it. Damn. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And that's the only way. But imagine King AK-47 been on this man panel. Imagine how he gonna feel when he motherfucking read it or find it. You know what I mean? And then all these days don't went past. You ain't went live or nothing like that. Cause you know what it is, bro. You know what it is.
Guilty,
bro. That's sick, dog. That's sick, man. All these women you claim you done had, bro. You do that shit to your daughter, bro. You do that shit to any child. But I'm saying, like, come on, bro. So
you do it to any child, but your own flesh and blood, like, it's sick either way it go. But it's just that mess with my mental, like.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna post this for everybody to see. So y'all give me about 20 minutes and I'm gonna post it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. I'm posting.
Good talking to you again.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you too, man. Shout out to Invisible Woman. Shout out to Dream Doll. Shout out to 1400 OG. Shout out to Unspoken Crime Murders or Unspoken Crime Mysteries. My boy got 2 channels. Shout out Audio Crack 22. Shout out to the Chicks 1000, aka Chick 1K. Shout out to Battalion Bully. Shout out to Sophisticated Nunu. Shout out to Nephew for Real. Shout out to Flyboy Mike 04. Shout out to Old School Hemi, Randy King, Cardi Apparel. Shout out to It's Still Ashley Big. Shout out to Malik. Shout out to Z. I see you, girl. Shout out to Yellow Diamond. Shout out to LaKinda Smith. Give all y'all shout outs today, man. I'm finna drop this.
You leaving?
I'm finna drop the paperwork because I gotta go to work in a little bit too. So I'm gonna drop the paperwork so y'all can read it yourself. I ain't trying to like beat a dead horse with a stick, but I see a lot of people haven't went and looked for it themselves. So I'm just drop it on there so they can read it for themselves, man.
Right.
Shout out to K. So y'all just stick around. Listen, turn on all your post notifications. I'm finna immediately get off this live. I'm finna go into my email and I'm finna drop the paperwork so you guys can see it. I'm gonna drop it on my community wall, man. Like, share, like this video, listen. And if you feel generous, man, drop a couple dollars in the cash app, man. It's Marita Boy 407, man. It's right there on the bottom of the ticker, man. Hit that like button, share this video, turn on subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications. My IG is also in the description. It's on run across the bottom of the screen, Crosstown Pico. That's my IG. I know some of y'all already done requested me to be your friends on IG. I just don't be on IG that much, but I'm gonna get on there today and I'm gonna accept a bunch of y'all. So if y'all want to be linked in on my IG, just send me a what's the name and I'll accept all of y'all today. But I'm gonna drop the paperwork. Give me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm gonna drop it on my community wall, man. Like, share, subscribe.
All right, you have a good day.
You too, Dream Doll. I appreciate you.
You too.